everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, we're doing our thing here.
Am I here?
Week
I'm here.
17, my friend.
I'm here.
We are offended and unfriended. The new offended and unfriended. And what do I mean by that? I don't know yet. We're gonna find out.
But we're new.
We're gonna find out if it's new.
Well, it is new. This is a new week.
New episode.
New episode.
It's the new.
You know, it
Technically,
is.
yeah.
It is the new.
I got my notes
Yeah.
for episode 17.
I like it.
I'm JP. We got Jesse and Jean here.
Let's do it.
Let's start. I want to start on a fun note.
Okay.
Go for fun.
I could use some
Because
fun.
you know what? It's like people are fighting. Let's talk about fights.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Paul brothers.
Yeah, let's talk about the Paul brothers.
This motherfucker, his brother knocks out a basketball players, and I guess Logan's like,
5 for 5.
I'll just fight the best there ever was. One of, at
A
least.
5 for 5.
Yeah, didn't he call
a
out?
5 for 5 basketball player. Just want to put out there.
Who did he call out?
Because when you say basketball player, most people are thinking,
Didn't they both call out the best?
yes.
Oh, Jake Paul called out Connor.
Right. Okay. That's. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Jake.
Jake called. Yeah, they're typical.
Whatever.
Like, their last name is Paul, and
Sorry, I
their
didn't
names
mean
are
to cut you
Logan.
off.
No, I'm
it
good.
was things
And Jake.
clicking
Bro.
in the old noggin.
Bro. I mean, bro, no one's fighting Mayweather. I mean, if Mayweather,
it's scheduled.
If Mayweather's taking this fight because I'm gonna tell you why Mayweather's taking this fight.
Go on.
Mayweather's taking this fight because he's the king of relevance, and right now he's not relevant. No, the money's there. Don't get me wrong. He does want the money, but the guy's worth over $500 million. The guy lives a good life. He has multiple investments, but it's like, yo, when you're the king, you're like Mr. Undefeated, and now no one talks about you. Like, you turn on the news, you're not there, and now it's like, I could fuck up some Trump and get paid. Like, come on, bro. If you think that guy lands a punch, which is his whole strategy. His whole strategy is, I can take him down with one punch. I'm like, I've heard that before. Sounds like
So is
Conor
he.
McGregor. So. Yeah, exactly, and not to mention, exactly, Mayweather punches back. I don't think people understand how this boxing thing works.
Right,
Like,
right.
he's just not gonna, oh, no, try to hit me. He's gonna be like, you're not even a boxer. Boom!
Like,
Take that to your noggin.
When did YouTube become like
Training grounds for boxers?
Like,
I don't know.
like real life? I don't understand. Like, I don't mean to say real life because like, this is real life, you know, and we're on YouTube and all. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you get what I mean? Like it's we're talking about YouTube stars who just, who are like, yeah, all right.
I mean,
I want to be a fighter, and now they're gonna jump in the ring with two of the best fighters of our time.
okay, so listen,
My question, Gene, because you were a boxing fan,
Yeah.
right? I know, like
For the most part,
for
yeah.
the years that I've known
Yeah.
you, like you used to follow it when we
Yeah.
first met each other. There's ranks, isn't there? Like you don't
Ranks,
just
belts,
get
all
a
of
million views on YouTube.
That's the
and
rank.
I guess so, right? So it is. It all comes down to money. It's
right here, baby.
I'll tell you what it is.
It's crazy though.
I'll tell you what it is too. I think it's the fact that people over time have been frustrated about how hard it is to play sports, get into sports, the different specialty, the skills. Like, to be a football player, you've done it for how many years you played, to be a boxer. So like the idea that regular people can actually get in there and wreak damage, like people are reveling in that idea, but they don't realize it's not true. But but they think, like, you know, that guy that goes, it's that same guy that watches a football game and goes, what the fuck? You like, have you ever chased a guy who ran a 4.2?
No, it's pointless.
Do you know what it's like?
That's like chasing a car.
Exactly. It's chasing a car.
Literally.
Like, stop yelling at the television. He had no chance. No chance. Like, the guy caught the ball. He was gone. The guy's nickname is the Cheetah. Get it to your brain. Like, ding, 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 ding. So now, when you say, I want to fight a guy who's never lost a fight to professional boxers.
Wait. Never mind, lost the fight, but he's taken how many shots has he taken
Like
that were
5
big?
real hits or some shit like that.
Right, and out of how many fights?
That's what I'm saying.
50.
50. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
The guy's known the way he boxes is you're not going to hit me. That's why I can still speak. That's
You know what I'm
that was his game plan. I want to box and still have my brains.
Yeah.
so it's, to me, it's like, how
Yeah,
do you,
I mean, again, I
good
feel
game
like we
plan.
talked about this before. I want to go back and now relive that Conor Mayweather fight because you're right. And thinking about Mayweather's history, maybe I'm going to eat some words on how I was talking about Conor as a boxer, because Conor landed some good shots.
Landed one big shot. And
that was it?
It was
No.
one big shot.
No.
It was one big shot.
I remember Conor, he was
shot.
striking.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Big
yeah,
shot.
okay.
Are you talking about hitting the body or like a shot
No,
to the
I mean, like
face?
he was connecting with some shots. He ate a couple
Connected.
jabs, and
I think-
But yeah, I see what you're saying. Big shots, like
No, but I think that Mayweather is an actor. So I think in that fight, it's like, I got to give people their money's worth. So it's like, I cannot not.
Oh, you think he felt him out, and he was just like, I got this. I think
he took one
this
hit.
amateur.
Yeah, I think he took a hit. He's
How many times has Conor McGregor fought more than 5 rounds?
Exactly.
Literally.
Yeah.
So,
No, I
so,
guess
so he
you're
knew.
right.
He
Yeah.
knew. He's like, I
Yeah.
just got to get this guy tied into the 12th, and it's a wrap.
Sure.
That's it.
Sure.
All right, I think, yeah. All right, so let's wait.
I mean, listen.
February?
I think it's great. I'm not knocking on it. It may have seemed like I'm knocking on like the YouTubers. I'm not. I think it's awesome. It's just. This
the
might
thing.
be the answer to the question. You know what I mean?
Listen, if fighting Holyfield would get us some paid, I'd do it.
Right.
If that puts us on the map, I mean, JP can fight him.
But look what's happening.
I'll do it.
Look what's happening here. Though.
Yeah.
What is Mayweather's like bread and butter? Make you hate me, so you watch my fight. I get paid, so you think because you want to see me lose, right?
Yeah.
But now people are gonna watch Logan Paul lose.
Yeah,
So Mayweather's just flipped the script. He went from the villain to the anti-hero type.
You
of,
think so? You think people want to see him get knocked out? Is
Yeah.
that what's being said?
I think so. I think
No, but
I do.
that's how I think about it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah,
I think
it's- in my head, I'm just like,
if that fight lasts
Round
one
one.
round and he
Yeah.
knocks him out and he's Nate Robinson on the canvas, I'm laughing my ass off, and it's worth $59.99.
and this is why Mayweather's a genius. I'm gonna fight a guy who everyone wants to see lose. That was me at one point.
Yeah.
Difference is I'm me, and he's a YouTube star.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
Speaking of YouTube stars, I got a good segue.
Oh,
Go.
Yeah, we can segue in.
I like it.
I think we said it. I mean, there's only so much.
What
you
else can we say?
That's
Yeah.
it. Joe
luck.
Rogan. So Joe Rogan finally went. He finally went because he said, "I'm going to be exclusively." He's been saying this for months.
exclusively net. Spotify.
So what happens when you're exclusive? All your other shit gets
Taken
deleted,
off, yeah.
right? People flipped out.
Does this mean
YouTube?
JRE clips are gone too?
No, just the clips. But people don't really watch the clips. The clips get
I like the clips.
no. But yeah, I like clips too.
If
But
the clips are still
when
going to
it
be
comes
there.
to Joe Rogan, sometimes
Yeah, you want to watch the full thing.
you
Go to
need a little-
Spotify.
You need a little before, you need a little after, but people are bugging out that they're like we're never gonna listen to Joe Rogan again, and I'm just like yeah until he gets someone like
Someone you wanna
ridiculous on.
Someone you want to hear.
Until Mayweather's on there talking shit, everyone's like, I gotta hear what he says. Okay, it's free on.
This is worth. Oh, is it free?
It's free on Spotify.
Oh.
You don't need to pay. It just starts with you. Have you listened to it on Apple?
Yeah.
You know how there's like 10 minutes of ads?
Yeah.
People are bitching about 10 minutes of ads. I guess like on YouTube comments, they're bitching about the 10 minutes of ads. They go, I guess they never listened to it
On Apple.
on the Apple podcast.
I mean, most podcasts that I listen to on Apple is the same way. They kind of load up the front of their program with ads.
Except Bill Burr. He does it in a genius way, but go on.
He does do it. Bill Burr does the best ads.
Bro, what is it?
Bill Burr's podcast is the fucking greatest thing ever.
Bro, he makes it a bit.
Yeah.
So now if you go to a show, people will scream out shit he says during fucking ads.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
brilliant.
Yeah.
So now if I'm a guy who makes ads,
ExpressVPN, hide your shit. You know, like, yeah, he does, like-
Endochino, Endochino.
Yeah.
Or
So he
the
makes
most-
it funny.
The biggest one,
What?
Zip
Yep.
Recruiter.
Yeah.
Bro, he
Oh my
makes
gosh, that's smart
to-
because it's still about him too.
to the
Yep.
point where at his shows, I went to a Bill Burr show and someone yelled out Zip and he was just started laughing like. And you know Bill Burr, he hates hecklers, but it wasn't a heckle really. He was just
Yeah.
like,
It was like,
in case,
you like me. You watch me.
in case you guys didn't know, that's from the show, or you know, it's one of the
Yeah.
ad. Like, but the point is that's how you do a fucking ad right
Right,
there. But
yeah.
only Bill Burr can do something like that. It's just
Yeah, like years ago, I used to listen to the Ben Shapiro show, and I hated that because he used to do it. He'd be like, "Oh, and we'll get right to that answer after this," and then boom, he would cut to an ad.
He does it in
it was just
TV
like
way.
in very
Yeah,
TV way,
way.
and it's just like,
fuck you. Now I'm skipping.
Yeah, I always
That's how I am.
15 second, 15 second, 15 second. Fuck it.
You could change it to 30,
You
by
know?
the way, just so you know.
Oh, can you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 30
Trust
is just
me.
a double hit. Boom, boom.
Yeah, 9 double hits are a minute now. See?
They could be like
Boom.
They could be like those people that write. Just because you advertise in this, I'm not buying your product. I always laugh when I read that comment. I'm like, well,
Oh, Jesus.
People write that.
But that's what that's what was happening to Rogan.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Now I'm not watching it. Buy Rogan. It's been real. It's been wonderful."
Yeah,
Like,
losers.
like really, just it's free. It's
Yeah.
free on a different app.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that sucks for me is that his videos are only on the phone now, and I got to stream it to a fucking Apple TV. Like, there's no video podcast app for Spotify. At least not yet.
Yes, there is. What do you mean?
No. I mean on Apple TV.
Oh, gotcha.
to watch it on
you
my
have to,
TV.
you would have to mirror it
I don't like doing it.
from your phone to your TV. I'm just saying.
What is this? 2016? Come on.
What do you
It's
mean?
fucking apps. It should be. There's apps on the TV.
That's 2016. Your mirror version. That's your future technology.
No!
Hey,
That's trash.
TV. Mirror my phone.
Oh yeah. So when I get a call or a text, I gotta see it on. No, fuck all of that.
Oh my God.
What is this shit?
This guy's spoiled by
White
technology.
people.
You're damn right I am, Gene.
Spoiled by technology.
You're damn right I am.
Toilet. Wipe my ass.
I have that. It's called a bidet.
Oh my
And
God.
you could speak to your bidet?
I'm sure someone's got something
Someone's got
somewhere.
an automated bidet somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
Wipe my ass.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I just think it's funny that people are.
Yeah, I think people are losers.
Oh my
fuck 'em.
gosh.
Fuck them.
You know, that's stupid. Like, oh, yeah,
He used to fight for the people.
oh man. No, I like Joe Rogan, and I think if you actually liked his show and you supported his
support
show
him, I
and the
agree.
things that he does, you should be happy that he
think-
changed the game.
No, listen.
Like he changed the podcast world.
I agree with you.
He changed interviews.
Besides Andrew Schultz, he's one of my biggest inspirations to do this. I never had one to do this.
Listen.
We were talking about
Andrew
this.
Schultz put it over the top.
We
for
were
me. I was
talking
like,
about this for years ago in the van.
I remember.
I wanted to start. I said to JP, I go, we should, because we were living together at this point. I go, when we get home, we should start like a reggae rock podcast. And we just talk about,
And
all the upcoming reggae rock and
guess who hated that idea?
John Paul.
Oh, yeah. He's like, fuck that.
I was like, it'd be so cool.
I was in the
Like,
reggae scene and
we could
over
have
the
all-
reggae scene.
We could have all the touring bands come on and we can interview them. It would be great. We can talk about new music and what's coming up and festivals. And it's like, see? Yeah.
Bro,
Don't you worry, Offended and Unfriended. I'll have my reggae rock segment sometime.
We can have the segment. I don't mind a segment, not a whole entire show of just of fake talking about unity and shit. Like
No, we're talking
my
about real
gosh,
shit.
that's
using words
hilarious.
like brethren. No, I'm out. I'm out.
done. That's
Do I even
hilarious.
speak like that?
No, you don't.
No.
But someone's gonna come on
my
and they're
gosh.
going to. And I'm gonna laugh.
Fucking hilarious.
JP's going to be like,
I'm gonna
"That
laugh."
smells too much like patchouli in here.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be sitting here like, oh, we're just going to bring in some soil for this interview. We're just going to
Christ.
sit barefoot and
Gosh.
hang out. And
Do you see where I'm going now, Gene? Anti-Brooklyn. Anti-Brooklyn.
Yeah, we don't want to hear that.
Sand. Sand?
no earth. Or soil.
In
We're going
Brooklyn,
to
there is
turn the
none.
studio into a soil room and just get grounded for
The
a
earth
little
in
bit,
Brooklyn
guys.
is pavement, my friends, and concrete.
I'd be-
Concrete jungle. Come on, you know this.
I'd be in the back
That's what
eating.
dreams are made of.
I'd be in the back eating oxtail being this fucking show.
Oh, man. Yo, that
fucking-
curry goat? Bro.
Told you.
Bro.
Did you have curry goat?
It was fire.
When?
I texted him a few
I know,
days
I remember
ago.
that.
That day.
Oh, you made it?
No, I bought it.
Oh,
Made it.
these motherfuckers diving.
I was like, I thought that like I was pretty up on my island foods.
But
And I text Gene and I go, yo, what's roti? I've
Roti.
never even roti.
It's
yeah,
a
right,
roti.
roti.
Yeah.
Okay, but of course I go, I don't
shit,
know
I've
what
had
this
that.
is. ROTI. I go, it's a Jamaican dish, and Gene just was basically just what'd you send back? It was just like flame
picture.
emojis.
yeah.
I thought
was
it was,
it?
you sent the picture. Someone
said-
sent a picture. I was
yeah.
like, oh, okay.
And I was
Had
like,
it.
I've never had this before.
No, that's just.
What's it like? Is it like a stew? and
It's cooked like a stew, sort
it's
of.
cooked like it's bro. It was
takes too
like
much time. That's
it
why I
was
like-
fire.
See, I didn't realize it was curry goat when I ate it.
Fire.
I just once you said roti, I was like, oh, I had that.
Well, there's
but you-
different
yeah,
kinds.
oh,
You
maybe
get
I didn't have-
chicken, you can
yeah,
get
oh.
beef, you know, yeah.
So I could have had
The
chicken.
one that I had was goat. It was fire. It was because I wanted to, you know, I always get the oxtail.
Yeah.
You know?
We ate in the middle of the Virgin Islands. We ate in town.
Yeah.
Think about that. Remember that shack? Bro.
Those are the best foods. I travel all the time.
Tin shed.
Always find a shack.
Yeah.
That's the best
Bro,
food.
like plastic, like.
I know that's
not
the
even
best,
the good plastic chairs.
Best food.
Yeah,
Like
right,
there's
right,
shit plastic table
Like
and there's
me
shit.
and Nick couldn't really sit down there comfortably. We were like, well, let's just stand. I'm gonna stand.
Listen,
Have an embarrassing moment.
Best tasting steak.
best food ever.
Yeah, that place. Wow, what was it called? And then
No sign.
the owner comes out.
Is she barefoot? Then you know the food is made with love.
The owner comes out. She goes, "Oh, I bring you guys dessert."
Oh, that
Right?
motherfucker.
Oh, wow.
And
No,
then
no.
she opens up this tray of desserts, and it's fucking 5 Smirnoff Ices.
Oh
She
my
iced
God.
the whole, she iced all of us, and we were like,
That's Joel.
"This bitch right here."
That's
we
hilarious.
started doing it again after that tour.
We did.
We stopped doing that for years. Like no one did that shit anymore. And
Yeah.
we got iced, and we're like, oh, I forgot. And then I got iced at my wedding.
Our like caregiver, right? Like the guy who's
Yeah.
taking care of us down there. You know, he helped book like all the shows, and he brings us around. And I tell you what. Side note: one of the greatest feelings ever is loading in a show off the back of a boat.
Yep.
You know, and like
The one time I didn't hate it.
yeah, like we took a boat to the show. You know,
That's
like
dope.
and yeah, it was fucking
Yeah.
tits.
It was crazy. Loading it back up sucked. In the
Yeah,
dark.
loading it back up in the dark, and it's just like you're a little drunk and stuff because you're on the island, so you're playing longer shows. It's basically back to like bar shows where you play
4-hour shows.
2 to 3 sets and. You sprinkle in some covers and stuff and make people happy. But let me tell you, Virgin Islands was the greatest. I forgot what I was going with that, but the loading in off the back of a boat.
I love the Virgin Islands. No,
That's it. Was where we were going with the caretaker being
Joel. Right.
Joel.
That's what I was saying, Joel. So Joel brought back icing to us.
Yeah.
We landed, right? We landed in St. Thomas, and here's this. They call him the White Lion, right? The White Lion from
One of the few
from
white
over the hill.
dudes in the middle of the island.
Yeah,
should
just
say.
a good dude. Just a good dude. He
Middle
took
of
care
the-
of people.
The middle of the island to where the number one rule was when it's dark out, you don't leave this fucking house. Like that
Yeah.
kind of place we were in.
Yeah, Frank got wasted one night, and
He didn't leave. It turns
Wandered.
out.
no, he did. He took the neighbor's path down to the beach, but thankfully it was.
A safe path.
They knew who he belonged to. They knew it was Joel's
That's
guy.
insane.
Bro, we saw some real shit down there. Like not to break into it, but we learned if you get called fish pot, if someone fish pots you, that you're getting cut up and put in the chum bucket. Like that's like the fish pot. That's it. You're done.
Oh my gosh.
Like you're cut
Fuck.
off. Yeah, it was. So we good experience there. St. Thomas is beautiful.
Nah, I love St. Thomas.
Once you get out of the touristy area and you go over that hill, you're like, yo,
Third world country.
this is the real right
No,
here.
listen, there's a hood in every island. That's
And,
scary.
The island was the hood. It's the hood that had
All
a
right,
nice
real-
part
Yeah,
of it.
true. Good point.
Quick crazy story. We're on the other side of the island, right? Joel had this badass M3, fucking sick car, right? Also, he had a pickup truck, fucking Bronco. I'm driving his old 88 white Bronco full of our equipment, our gear. Me and Nick are in this car. Were you in the...
Chad. I was with Chad.
What do you
I
guys?
was in a car with Chad.
What do you guys
Were
read?
you in Joel's Beamer?
Don't remember.
Chad and Amy and you?
I don't
in
remember.
the Beamer. I think that's what it was.
I don't remember
So
what I
you-
was
so
in. No,
you-
I was not in the Beamer. I remember seeing the Beamer in front of me.
So
Were you in the back seat with me? No, you were with Chad and in the pickup truck. Okay.
There you
So we had 3 cars. That's right, because the pickup truck also
Yes.
had some equipment in it.
Yes.
Right. So okay, we finished our show. We're at this other bar on the other side of the island watching this other band play. Joel,
Driving on the other side of the road, by the way. Go on.
Yeah,
can't
so
say that.
Not
you,
fun.
you drive on the other side of the road, but it's not like England where the steering wheel's on the other
Right.
side. It's still Americanized, but you're driving on the left. It's fucked up. He gets a call. There was a fight at his bar. He also owned a bar on the other side of the island.
It wasn't the fight. That was when the car. Oh, there was a fight in the lead.
It was a fight, right, between a father and a son. The father, drunk out of his mind, fuck you, I'm leaving, gets in his car, drives away, right? As he's driving away, there was a dirt road that, you know, drove next to the bar. He goes up the brick wall and slams into the electric pole, right, that has the converter box on
Probably
it.
knocked out the lights in the hole.
Blows the fucking lights in the whole bottom of the fucking island there,
my
right?
gosh.
Joel gets this call and he goes, big fight, power's out. We need to get there. The bar will get looted. And he looks at me and he goes, are you okay to drive? And I'm like, yeah.
You're like, where?
I'm like, okay, right? He goes, I need you to follow me and keep up.
Oh my God.
He's in an M3. I'm in a fucking 88 Bronco. Okay, driving on the other side of the road, up and down the St. Thomas Mountains, like going like this. Right?
Scary.
Bro, it's the scariest thing I've ever experienced. I'm doing fucking 80 miles an hour. The steering wheel's shaking like this. You're going to make a left-hand turn,
and you
right?
don't know how
It's
sharp it is.
blind. It's blind. It's
Yeah.
fucking midnight right now. You have no idea what's coming on the other end of this. It's the scariest thing ever. I have video. I'll have to find it.
Bro.
Nick is freaking out in the passenger side
Like I
next
hear
to
that a
me,
lot.
right?
Nick is freaking out. Nick is freaking out.
Bro,
with that.
he's grabbing me. He's got his like hand on my chest, and he's like, I trust you with my life, and I love you. And he's like, this is the scariest thing ever. Like, we're freaking out, right? We finally get to the bar. I pull up, put it in fucking park. We get out. The front rotors of this Bronco are glowing, like just bro. Orange red glowing. These things were on fucking fire.
The hills, tons and tons of hills.
Craziest experience ever, right? We clear it all up. Everyone's already gone. Fight's there. Joel looks at me and he goes, you look handy. I need your help. We have to go repair this, you know, the big box. And he goes, welcome to the islands. We don't have a power company. We do everything ourselves here. He grabs a fucking toolbox. He looks at me, hands me a piece of wood, and he goes, if I get electrocuted, you beat me off
That's right.
of this.
That's right. I remember.
And I went, what? he goes, you hit me right in the chest and beat me off of this as if I get electrocuted. I'm
Yeah, I
like, all
remember.
right, bro.
Yeah.
And luckily he didn't get electrocuted, but he fixed everything. The box was still hanging there. Boom, lights went on. Coolers are good. Security system back up.
Are you
Crazy fucking
Are you
story.
kidding me? This is like
We lived the island life for
This is-
2 days.
OJ.
More than that. We were there for 8.
OJ.
Because yeah.
OJ was chasing James Bond down,
bro.
down a hill and found Tim the Two-Man Taylor.
The island life.
What has happened? What?
And then you know what I had that night? I had the most delicious red snapper I've ever had.
Don't start with me,
Bro.
That's
I
not
had
true.
the most delicious bro, I had a mahi that was caught
Yo,
like
bro, that's
45
more
minutes
than red
before.
snapper.
I was going to say, this red snapper was caught in Whole Bay.
I love that stuff.
Right? I mean, like,
Bro,
an hour before I ate it.
Don't remind me. I just came from vacay. Don't remind me. Oh.
Oh, that's right. Where was your vacation?
Oh,
Where'd you
my
go, bro?
gosh.
I saw a picture of you on the
Bro.
gram sipping a Mai Tai or some
Yeah,
shit. I
chilling.
go,
I was like, I needed a break.
Gene
Bro.
took a plane somewhere.
You take a break once a month.
I know, but I needed a break from a break.
Where'd you
Sometimes
go?
twice.
But I'm gonna tell you,
Can you disclose?
I can't disclose everything, but I'm gonna tell you some funny stuff that you guys will love. So I saw a fight in first class.
Can you disclose your location?
No. So I saw a fight in first class. I thought it was fucking amazing.
What kind of fight?
Okay, so someone gets upgraded in first class. And some lady, okay, so there's social distancing on a plane, so they don't sit all the seats.
Yeah.
Right. So, but it's the whole thing is weird because your seat is assigned by the gate agent, and then but the flight attendants are in charge. They're technically more powerful than whatever.
Right.
Long story short, so they sat 1A. I'm in the last row, of course, so I'm watching this on 3D. So 1A's got sat. They skip row 2. They sit row 3. And then same thing here. Flight
And
attendants-
they skip seats in between
Yes,
people?
yeah.
Okay.
So, but if
Skip
you're
it a skip.
but if you're together, you can sit together.
Okay.
Because
Gotcha.
obviously you know each
Yeah,
other
yeah.
and you can get each other sick. Fuck it. So basically, so they upgrade this one guy to row 2. So the girl in 1A flips the fuck out. Why is he sitting here? How come he can sit behind me? And I'm like, what's going on here? Like, you know me. I'm like, what's going on? Why? What's going on? Blah blah. What she was really upset about is her friend was in 3, and they told her friend that she couldn't sit in 2. So she was kind of right.
She's right.
Oh yeah, they went back and forth. So now flight attendants arguing this. The pilot comes out. I'm sitting there.
Pilot comes out.
I'm sitting here sipping my wine, like, ooh,
Oh, you drink on the plane? You're a plane drinker?
hell yeah.
You're a first class flyer?
yeah,
My man.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm sitting there abusing it.
Just saying, that's a big
It's
step
Jean.
up, man. You know what I mean?
So I'm abusing it, and then she didn't get what she wanted. The guy kept the seat. They were over it. Everyone was over it real quick. But I thought that was a funny story, so I had to tell you guys that too.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that and
COVID fights on the plane.
I know. I'm like, everyone gets so angry.
Do you have to wear your mask on the plane the whole time?
the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm used
Yeah,
to it.
no, I am-
Well, he's used to it. He works that way too.
It's terrible.
yeah. I mean,
Honestly, now I'm at the point now.
I'm used to. You know, sometimes I forget it's on, except when it's bothering my ear.
I got an adjustable one.
I need to get that.
And you know what else? I realized I stopped using the reusable, not the disposable ones. That's what made it worse for me. The disposable ones, they get those little fucking
Yeah,
air that
fuzzies,
feels
yeah,
like you got
yeah.
air in your mask.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I don't
terrible.
know. I never have it on more than 10 minutes.
But my point, the
believe me.
disposable ones. Yeah, once
Any
you have
mask.
it on, once you have the disposable on for,
Fucking in the store, I'm out.
especially
I
since I
agree.
have beard hair, it kind of pulls at it, so
Sure.
I get the wisps in there, and it's the worst because you start tickling your nose itchy, you're
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
sitting there. So once I got rid of that, now I forget that I even have the fucking thing on.
I had to grab one of Aveli's masks.
Oh my god.
Right?
Why couldn't you take a picture?
I know.
It was this big on me, right? But my beard is so big
Yeah.
that it's like,
You take pictures of situations like that.
Oh my
Everyone
God.
knows
Yeah,
that.
that's hilarious.
yeah,
Ah,
little pink
see.
unicorns on my mask. Yeah.
Well, speaking of a little COVID, we're not really going to talk about COVID itself, but so Letitia Wright, she plays Surrey in Black Panther. Black
Okay.
Panther's sister.
I was gonna say, should I know who this is?
She's the
You do.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yep.
do.
two lion guns.
yeah,
Looking like a transformer.
Yeah.
She had some interview with somebody, and she was showing a video of some guy who's, I guess he was questioning the
Vaccine.
the vaccine. Sorry, I couldn't think of the damn word.
Yeah.
He was questioning the vaccine, and she was saying, yeah, I want to know what the fuck's going on in my body. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. This is a vaccine that
Sure.
came out very quickly.
Oh,
just
God.
questioning it.
She got lit up.
Yeah, they let her
She
up.
deleted her fucking Twitter account. She got a good old Twitter bashing.
Wow.
I'll tell you who pissed
And
me
all
off.
she was saying was, I want to know what the fuck I'm putting in my body, essentially. That's all she was saying.
What's wrong with
she
that?
wasn't, apparently there's something wrong with it. But
I'll tell you what I think is wrong with it. I don't think she's wrong, period, actually. But I'll tell you what I think led to that. I think that there's a lot of pressure. Okay, they want to normalize this as fast as possible. And so they need to
Normalize what?
They want
the
to
vaccine
normalize,
or COVID?
They want to normalize Americans and just the world eventually accepting the vaccine as being successful.
like polio.
Which is why.
Okay.
Which is why they send you. Just think about it. When's the very first time you really heard about it in a big number? When they started saying it was 90% successful,
95.
and now it's 95. Because what they want to do is they want to introduce it in a relaxed environment where everyone feels good about it.
Sure.
So now, right now, you already have the desperation.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear. What are you saying? It's 95%
Yeah.
successful?
Mm-hmm.
The only number I heard was that 80% of people are getting severe symptoms from taking it.
No,
I haven't heard that
No, I haven't
once.
heard that one yet.
Oh, that's Bill Gates from Bill Gates' mouth.
No, that was prior to the Pfizer one.
No, that was the Pfizer one. I didn't.
Really?
I haven't looked up on any other one. I
gotta-
only know the Pfizer one.
Oh, no, there's another-
80% of people are experiencing severe chills, fevers, and stomach pains.
The
is
flu.
what- Basically, yeah, that's what I said,
yeah.
right? That's I'm like, oh, so it's the flu vaccine. But apparently, that's essentially what they're doing. They're taking they're taking essentially the flu vaccine and injecting this strain of virus into it to morph it. So it's like, I mean, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. Especially having a daughter like Mika, it's like, if you don't vaccinate your kids, okay, your kids aren't playing with mine. Like, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Do what you want.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you that you should. I don't think it should be mandated, but
Yeah, but that's a different vaccine. That's a different.
yeah,
I'm just saying in general, vaccines
Right.
across flu shots too. Like, I haven't taken a flu shot and fuck.
I've never
Well,
taken one.
I mean, okay.
They made me the first year the girls were born. because of Mika
Okay,
being so
fair
high. They
enough.
were like, Mom, Dad, you guys need to take a flu shot. And I was like, do I have to?
Whatever.
I mean, a couple things. I mean,
But yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go on.
I think the pressure on celebrities' opinion is too high. And then every time when they have opinion you don't like, they have to get canceled. So then either way, it's just like, it's a lose-lose at this point for celebrities. Like, you can't be honest. So you can't be honest, and then when you follow the guideline...
There is a way of being a win.
Because when you follow the guideline, then you're just another... You're no different than a politician that's taking corporate money. You know, like that's what I end up thinking about you as a celebrity. Because I can tell you right now, mark my words, as this work goes on, when the vaccine is fully out, you're gonna have all these celebrities on YouTube and on taking the vaccine, and hey, everything's fine. We did what we had to do. Blah blah blah. It's the same way. For COVID to really hit the screen, Tom Hanks got in Australia, and this happened. And that's when people were like, I guess more realizing how real it was, because, you know, I remember me, I was kind of like numb to the whole thing. Then they were like, Idris Elba got it. I'm like, how did Idris Elba get it? Like,
They were in other countries.
Yeah, exactly. Then I had another. But my point is that
Giuliani just got it.
no, he's just farting. That's different.
No, Rudy.
Oh, I know. He's farting on tire. I'm sure you didn't see that. He was testifying and fucking flipping out on somebody about the
did he?
Yeah, he ripped two on something.
My man, I love it.
My man, I'm like New Yorker.
You gotta love it.
Yeah,
But
I think that. How can I best say this? When you like a celebrity, you gotta know what you like them for.
right.
I remember when Tiger Woods got in trouble for cheating on his wife. And people were like, oh, this fucking guy. I'm like, to my knowledge, I like him because he hits a ball. He's not my model for how to treat a woman or my model for any of it.
Yeah.
All right, but any of it. Like,
If he's a role model to my kids, it's not because of what he does off of the golf course.
Like, they're like, Michael Jordan had a whole second wife. I'm like, Michael Jordan's undefeated in finals.
Right.
Like, what do you mean? What wife? What? I know that man for this. You know, like
Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it. You remember the skit, the Arnold Schwarzenegger skit?
Yeah.
Who am I to judge him? I don't have that kind of pressure. I'm not, you know, these politicians aren't waddling out to their Mercury Chaser and getting beaten off, have to beat off women. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
it's different.
Yeah.
I can't judge a
I've been saying the same thing for years now with the whole against like people that won't watch football because of protests and Black Lives.
Right.
Don't fucking watch that part then. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but my
I've
whole thing
argued
is-
with even family members, like where it's like, I've loved this game of football my whole life. I am not going to let politics ruin that. So if you're one who, if you don't agree or you think that it's in distaste, or just turn the game on after kickoff.
That's it.
There you go.
Yo,
Problem fucking solved.
I mean, I agree. I agree. I remember you saying that, but my whole thing is, you're telling me that 3 minutes of something is so, oh my God, gut wrenching, frustrating. I
Right.
can't, you know, like I can watch.
Talk about being triggered.
Yeah, like
You know what I
literally,
mean? Like,
I can watch
the definition.
I
Yeah.
can watch any channel at any time. I can watch anyone speak at any time, no matter
Yeah.
what they're saying. It's never gotten me to the point where I'm like overflowing with some sort of anger that I can't explain or rage. Like I don't understand.
Right.
Like what's wrong with me? Like that's crazy to me.
at the end
Like,
of the day, there's still just
yeah, there are people
that don't
Yeah,
are not a
people-
part of my life.
Yeah.
I can listen to AOC speak for 5 minutes and slap my head multiple times. Never am I going to get so enraged about that. Never am I going to get so offended
Yeah,
or
I agree.
so
I think
triggered
we
that I
all
have to
do.
go take to Facebook or you know what I'm saying? Like, or any. It's just it's so.
She did make a great
At
restaurant.
what point?
Now you remind me.
At what point did we start holding celebrities' words and their beliefs in such high regard? Like at some point, you know, y'all were just here for entertainment. You know what I mean?
Because people want people they like to think like them. It's,
Right.
it's
Like
the
most
same-
of them didn't even finish high school. You were too busy getting
It's the
fucked
sa-
on the casting couch.
it's the
you know what I
s-
mean? But now we're gonna listen to you about like get out of here.
It's the same thing with the president. It's the same thing with your athletes. It's the same thing with certain people. It's like when Tom Brady got blowback when they found out that he was a Trump's friend. Like people just don't like they don't get it. Like all these people have their own opinions about everything.
Right.
It just so happens they work in an industry where we watch them. So because of the movie they play or the role they play in sports, or whatever, you forget that there's a possibility that that person has a complete different background than you, set of opinions than you, values. So, and that should be okay. That should be okay.
It is okay. It's not should be. It is. It's fine.
It is okay,
it
but
is
you
okay.
know,
It's a normal people.
Cancel culture has empowered people to believe that if they disagree with you vehemently enough, and there's enough people that it's not okay, and that's why, like like backlash over. I don't know if I want to take a vaccine without knowing what's in it. Like, don't we do that with food? Like, do you just eat anything? Don't you like?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Is that not why we eat with light? I mean, you might as well start closing.
Well,
light
I'm
at
sorry,
dinner
sir.
time.
What is moussaka?
Yeah,
Right. Like, I'm not just gonna dive into
Stop
it.
asking. Just eat it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, though,
Yeah.
the thing to go back to saying there is a way of winning.
Yeah.
There is.
I'm
you know what
curious.
that way is? Don't say a fucking word.
Yeah, but
Shut up.
I agree.
I want to agree with you, but like, I'm not going to be silenced just so that people can feel better about something.
Why do people have Twitter or any sort of social media?
Because she has to stay relevant.
She
It's
doesn't.
a relevance tool.
Okay, does she?
Fair enough.
Yes.
No,
She
does
has
she?
a movie coming out soon. She needs to get extra roles. The more followers and
Okay,
fans she
yeah,
has.
right, you're right, you're right, you're right.
It's annoying.
If she wants to be anything out of Black Panther, she
Yes.
has to have a fan.
So basically,
Yeah, no, you're right.
You gave me the tool.
You're right, and this is your fan base now,
Yes.
where like I'm still thinking, I guess archaic,
school, yeah.
where it's like go on a late night show, go
Yeah,
on.
but here's the
Who's
thing.
watching that anymore?
You gave me the tool,
Yeah,
but then you
you're right.
controlling me how I use it. That's
How
the,
are you- right.
That's the fucked up part. Like,
Sure.
just-
But keep in mind, too, we did talk about cancel culture in the past, and you're like, we need cancel culture.
no, I said.
Now.
No, I said we need cancel culture.
No, I know, for certain
when
things.
proven right.
Yes, you're right.
Listen,
To a certain-
Johnny Depp's ex needs to be canceled. 100%.
And look what's happening. Nothing. So, please tell me.
not nothing.
1.5 million signatures. Is that?
You know, I know. No. I'm saying towards her.
He's giving you a segue, but hold
I
on.
know.
Do you think that Do you think Aquaman 2 comes out with her in it?
Yes,
At this point, so
it has
far,
to. It's already shot, right?
I don't think so.
It doesn't
Not
have
fully?
to or anything.
I don't think it's shot at all.
Oh,
Makes you think. You see?
definitely changes the game.
See my point?
We'll see.
I thought that it was already shot. Weren't there already like clips of trailers out? No.
No, not at all.
Oh, I thought you guys said that when we were talking about it
They're
a
just
few
doubling
weeks
down
ago.
because they don't want to react to the pressure. Because-
talking about-
But they should be reacting to the pressure. See the difference? They don't want to be told what to do.
I mean, again,
Right. Exactly what Trump does.
Yeah.
They're being Trump about it.
They don't want to be.
I'm like the worst person to talk about this. You know, like
I'm just saying.
I have a short memory
For what?
for all of this stuff. Like,
but-
because if Aquaman comes out and Aquaman 2 comes out in 2022, you think I'm gonna remember? I have no idea who that chick is.
You know who's gonna? Your wife.
she will. She's already said it,
Yeah.
and she loves it. She's like, I won't watch it.
Me neither. I won't watch
So
it.
when you go to her and go, hey, look, Aquaman 2, she's gonna be like, yeah, and
I'm probably not gonna say that because I haven't even seen the first one yet.
you're
one's
mistaken
good.
for that. But now don't
Now
watch
I'm
it.
not gonna watch it.
Fuck yeah. But
Free
you know
Johnny
what?
Depp.
Yes.
Free Johnny Depp. He's fine.
I don't know what I'm saying. I just know it sounds good.
Dior tried to cancel Dior, but everyone just bought more Dior because they didn't drop.
Cancel Dior.
They didn't drop.
Like,
They didn't drop Johnny Depp.
yeah, but Dior's like a top.
They were like, nah.
It's a top fragrance.
And that was a good move.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
All of a sudden, people are like, well, fuck it, I'm going to get Dior now.
Yeah.
Just because they didn't cancel him. Because
I'm gonna go buy some Dior now.
me too. Fuck it.
Do you know
not?
why? Because God
No.
bless you. I don't even know what you guys sell. Is it cologne?
Yes.
Cologne.
You know what I
I'm gonna
told
go
him?
buy some cologne.
I'm buying Dior when Aquaman 2 releases. I'll be there at the Dior store buying
spraying it.
Dior, spraying it everywhere.
you get some Dior.
Yeah, we'll
you
do-
get some
we're gonna
Dior.
do
You're gonna
raffles.
Oprah the shit
Yeah,
out of this.
I agree.
Well, you know what? That's Warner Brothers. And
I tell you what, we'll run a contest for offended and unfriended fans.
Yes.
We're gonna give away some Dior.
Dior.
Don't look at me,
I'll
bro.
figure
You're
it
on
out.
the hook now.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, figure that shit out.
How do I get it?
if there's a
Can I just
mugshot
buy
of
it?
Jesse,
Yeah, we just go to the store and buy it.
you know why. He tried stealing that shit.
I would
He's on
never
the price.
steal. Come on, bro.
No.
Like,
I'm not a politician.
you know how much money I made this week on these partitions?
Yes, I do. Stupid.
God bless capitalism, and thank God for coronavirus.
Whoever thought separation could make so much money?
Right.
I go, listen, this is at the end of the day, you know what? Let me give a little life advice here. At the end of the day,
If you can't beat him, join him.
not that.
If you
At the
can't
end
beat
of
them,
the day,
separate them.
skills. Just
Get paid for it.
have some skill set. That's all. You know what I mean? I have a slight skill set in being
man.
able to construct things
now
and
he's-
build things.
That's that class that we kept skipping.
I didn't have
You know
that
what I mean?
You
Like,
didn't have that?
no, me neither. I figured it out. I figured it out as I went around.
What's that stupid thing you spin and you put the thing, it's a lock? I had the whole
A
class.
vice?
Yeah, we had the vice grip. Yeah, I wasn't the vice guy. But we had the vice grip in class. Yeah, I had a whole class for this.
What is he talking about?
A vice grip.
When I
He's
was in
just
high
talking
school.
about a vice
Are you
grip.
talking about high school, like
There was
shop
shop.
class?
Yeah,
I never took that.
Yeah, I had that. We had shop class.
I
with
wish
the
I
vice
did
grip.
actually. Like now thinking
No,
back
we
with
cut
like
that class. I just told you.
I'm saying looking back at it now
Yeah, you would have loved
with
it.
all the woodworking I do.
You would have skipped it in high school. He was a football player. He didn't give a shit about wood.
Good point.
My football coach was the shop teacher. I wouldn't have been able to.
No,
So
that's pretty funny.
yeah. Well, one of them was Coach Nook. God rest his soul. Rest in peace.
Well, speaking of Warner Brothers, they pulled the biggest fucking fuck you move
What?
in the history of Barack.
I don't think it's that
They're
bad.
turning everything on its head.
Who?
Warner Brothers,
Why?
the movie company.
What happened?
Because JP.
HBO Max, hold on, I got this. HBO Max is going to release all of their brand new movies on HBO Max and movie theaters at the same time, which effectively will put movie theaters out of business.
And you know JP loves his movie theaters.
Bro,
Yeah, I hate that. Why would they
do you
that?
understand? You say JP loves his movie theaters, but how much money?
America loves movie theaters.
Yes, and how much money did the movie Endgame make?
Yes.
How much?
It was a generational movie.
How much did it make?
Billions.
Almost $3 billion.
Yes.
So there is a market for it.
They had to re-release it to let
Black
it be
Panther.
Black Panther, but no problem.
Okay. Captain Marvel.
Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? No. They re-released the ending so that it could beat, because Black Panther was the highest grossing. So they
No, that's not what they beat. That's not.
They re-released
Black-
the end game.
No, Black Panther. That wasn't for Black Panther. Black Panther made $1 billion or $1.5 billion. That was they beat Black Panther in
Yeah,
2
why
weeks
did they re-release the ending?
to beat Pandora.
Yeah, I knew there was a reason. They were trying
And by
to be
Pandora, I mean I called it Pandora like a dick. Avatar.
Avatar, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it to yeah, I'm like those guys. But yeah,
Hey,
either way.
Fuck Avatar.
Game's game.
They
Fuck
played the
Avatar.
end game.
At least we agree on it.
I get what you're saying. Okay, don't get me wrong. I make fun of the movie theater.
Boring
but
ass movie.
The movie theaters, it's a great American pastime. It's something to do, yada yada. But you're asking Warner Brothers, they're making a business decision. How can we get the most eyeballs on our movie? And the movie theater right now, based on the pandemic and where we are, it's just not gonna fit the bill. They still have to make movies. They still have to. Don't get me wrong. I care about the movie theater employees and things of that nature, but what about the
No, you
actual movie? No, I do. Like, listen, what you think I want the person making $13 an hour at a movie theater not to have a job? But at the same time, the people who make the movies
I'm fine with
have
this.
to have jobs. And the only way to have jobs is if they can continue to stream and people watch the movies. Because right now, we're at a movie halt, sort of. If you realize that they're pushing all these movies back.
Yeah, no, we're exactly at a
Yeah, so we need to undo that. Like, to undo that, they had to make a big decision. The decision is that movie theaters may not go, but guess what?
So about
the movie theaters can also hire Jesse, start putting some partitions in those bitches, and fucking infiltrate system. They have to adapt. The movie theaters have to figure out how are we going
They're
to...
not worried. They're not worried about the big movie theaters. They're worried about the little movie theaters.
Yes, I know. The specialty ones, they used to be nice when it forced us. I go all the time. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's...
Gone.
Yeah,
What
but
do you mean? Like Like Quorum,
You know,
the small one?
Yeah, gone. Like Regal Max and Survivor.
All right.
PJ, gone.
But
There's
that's
a
what
lot
I'm
of-
saying. What have they done to innovate? What
Nothing.
has changed
They don't
in
have-
Quorum? Nothing.
They don't have fucking leather seats that recline.
And fine, JP, you just made me feel guilty because I'm the guy that watches one movie and watches another two. So I probably helped the decline over the years. But like shit, like what do you want me to do? I'm already here. Movie starts in 10 minutes. I can just walk across the hall, or I can go pay again. Like
We've all done that. That's not the issue.
Yeah, I know it's not the issue. But
I've
I
never
feel-
done that, guys.
Now I feel guilty.
You never
No,
watched another movie?
It's the coolest thing to do in America.
Jesse's got a lot of shit he's
It's
gotta
like
do.
a buy
No,
two, get
I
one
never
free.
did that.
Buy one, get two free.
I'm an
Really
honest
did.
person.
I am honest. I honestly walked into the other theater.
Thinking I might like this movie. He was
Thinking-
giving his honest opinion about the
Yeah,
movie.
I was
it's fine.
thinking,
I'm
wow,
not,
this
listen, I'm
movie
not
starts-
judging you.
I'm like,
just
this
saying.
movie starts in exactly 4 minutes after my other one finishes. What? This is divine intervention.
Done.
Enter I shall.
And then what happens there? The
was
Netflix
scared.
effects.
No.
Oh, look at this guy with the transition.
Bro. And last thing, you have kids, bro. I used to love people's kids in movie theaters. Load their backpacks. We had Chips Ahoy here. Bro, I was loaded, fully loaded. People like Jean takes kids to the movies. Hell yeah.
You know, women have
Moving
the
kids.
women have the biggest bags in the world now.
That's
Me
true.
and my wife go to the
I'm
dollar
not smuggling in. I go to the movies because I want movie theater food.
Goobers?
I want to sit there and I want to eat those crusty nachos.
Nah, you're bugging.
Nachos is different. I'm talking about
You
the
know?
candy.
I want the candy too.
No.
I want to overpay for Swedish fish that my wife isn't going to finish eating.
Wow, this is a good guy, man.
I'm just, it's,
Not me. I
it's
bring
part
my-
of going to the movies.
I bring my
you
sun
know?
chips and my margaritas.
All right, so what's this Netflix effects? Because I never heard of it.
Oh,
Effect.
okay, here, ready?
yeah,
I'm going to read you guys some shit
You have
here.
to read it. You don't memorize these things.
Nah, bro,
what kind of
this
an
is
actor
some-
are you?
This is some shit here. Well, no, because
He's Drake on a freestyle.
okay. Nice. All right, so it says here the Netflix effect.
I know exactly what it is.
Right? With the Queen's Gambit?
Yep.
Okay, but
I
it goes
don't,
even
again.
deeper.
Go.
Right? And this is what
Go.
we were talking about. This is what I wanted to bring it up here, right?
Yeah.
Fucking
So,
amazing.
the Netflix effect, right?
read
With
that article.
The Queen's Gambit, right? October 20, this is what it says. October 23rd, 2020, Queen's Gambit debuts on Netflix.
Okay.
To date, 62 million households have watched the show.
I have not yet, but go ahead.
It's so good.
Really?
Yeah, bro, it's so good.
Go on.
Inquiries for chess sets are up 250% on eBay.
That's
Is it
awesome.
Inquiries.
inquiries? Inquires?
Inquiries.
Inquiries.
Inquiries. Sounds like you're saying inquiries.
I'm stuffy
It's almost
right
like
now.
perform. But go on.
Google searches for how to play chess has hit an all-time high in 9 years. The original novel, The Queen's Gambit, is now a New York Times bestseller 37 years after its release date. The number of new players on chess.com has increased by 5%.
That's awesome.
But 5 times. I'm sorry, by
not
5 times.
I think that's ridiculously awesome.
It's amazing, right?
Yes.
Because it's something. But now, let's talk real about this.
Saying it
The
goes
Netflix
deeper.
effect. I think it goes deeper, of course. This is what Melissa brings up to me that spun my fucking head. Because I was like, oh, that's really cool. You know, thinking, that's
I think
great.
it's cool, but
I think
then-
chess is wonderful.
Yes.
More people should play chess.
1,000%.
And then she goes, when Fast and the Furious first came out, there was a dramatic increase of teen deaths because they all started drag racing.
Okay.
They all wanted to soup up their cars and make them super fast and right?
Lawyers ruining the moment. But go on.
Done.
But then you start
No, I'm
thinking about all of that, where it's like, is it fair to call it the Netflix effect? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it because, like,
Fast
I
and the
get.
Furious is prior to Netflix.
That's what I'm saying. Is like that's why. Is it fair to call this like Netflix is so?
No, but I think you're just saying that to me it sounds like a screen effect. It's something that is on a screen that
Right.
people are watching, television, movie.
It's not just on a screen. You know, people don't watch the fucking, some I don't know.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
saying that- I'm
Think
saying
about it.
that-
There's Star Wars junkies out there.
Right, and no one's trying to go to space. I'm just saying.
Really? There aren't people that go places
Musk.
twice or 3 times a month dressed up as these people?
No, I'm saying
That's different. What I'm saying is that I think that
It's a culture.
there's a larger connection now with characters, right? Okay, here's an example. Like things have gotten so real that Avelie's very smart, right? My 5.5-year-old, she's
Right.
very smart, ahead of the curve, smart on all aspects.
not surprised. Go on.
She I still have to have this conversation with her sometimes about, well, no, sweetie, that's not, like, that person's not real.
She is what, 5, 6?
She's 5.5. Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's
The parent's job.
it's the same thing, but like, it's the same thing that happens because we as adults fall victim to this too.
In a
You
different
know what I
way.
mean? Like me as a rapper. Last year, right? What I called you and I was just like, bro, fuck yeah, I'm gonna enter into rhythm and flow. Why? Because I got sucked into this show on Netflix and I'm watching it like, yo, most of these dudes are trash. I could easily make top 5. And then obviously the dudes that were in top 5 were, and the people that were in top 5 are deserved to be there. They were actually really good. You know, but it's just like it happens to adults as well, where it's you get so connected to what you're watching that it starts to, you know what I mean?
Okay. I think I get what you're calling the Netflix effect. What I think you're experiencing is the evolution of production and writing. Because I'm telling you right now, I was watching a movie the other day and I was almost crying. It's a movie, it was called The Hate You Give. I saw it on a plane. And it's a movie about, it's a weird fucking...
So he went far.
Yeah. Look at the detective work.
Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna figure out your location.
So it's The Hate You Give. It's about a black girl who's raised by a black guy who's an ex-gang member, but he changed his life, and then she dates a white guy. They sent her off to a white school. Obviously, I related to a lot of this, and then they, but she goes back to the hood every day. Blah blah. The long story short is, I'm watching this movie, and I'm emotionally charged, and I'm saying to myself as it's happening, like, who writes this shit? Like, who sits there and fucking literally pushes every button it takes to get a guy like me to like write down? Like, I'm like, this is too much. Like, because everything was happening in a way like I'm like, are
You want to know?
Like, but I think that
You want to know what did it?
That,
TV writing.
that's what I'm saying, and I think that
I'm saying it's getting so good and so
beyond good.
manipulative.
90s.
Of course.
You know?
Listen, if it wasn't,
And I don't know if it's intentional. Like I don't think
it's
the
1000%.
producers of Queen's Gambit were like, we're gonna intentionally
No,
make
they're making
this
a story.
so, you know what I mean? Yeah, like they're
No,
following a book. You know what I mean?
No, but I think that there are decisions made.
it's just
Well, even when you follow a book, we talk about it all the time. Now it's better than ever, but we used to talk about the differences between a book and a movie, or like the comic book and the movie. And those differences are made to actually gain more attention, more eyes, get more, because they realize what part doesn't really fit well with most people.
In a book, they have to describe things more. They have to do shit more. It's different.
Like I also,
right. You have to write with imagery. Like you have to give that.
And I think that's the difference between, and I think that's what Netflix has done very good in its original series. Like some of the writing is like really good. Some of the stuff they decide, like what's the thing that went crazy? The thing about the thieves in Spain, I forgot the name.
Oh yeah, my wife loves that.
What's
The
it called?
Heist.
The Heist. Okay.
Heist. Yeah,
so
yeah.
like that's another example of like, they did a great job of how many characters you're able to connect with somebody at some point. You connect with the story. Like you're really watching a movie about criminals and you're rooting for the criminals.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how
yeah.
good the writing
Yeah.
is. Like they're wrong from day one.
Sure.
And you're still like,
Right.
fucking cops and
Yeah.
fucking this and the government sucks.
Yeah,
and-
well, it's like, did you ever watch The Blacklist?
yes, it's
It's
like
another one
yeah.
where it's like,
You're rooting for con men.
Yeah.
you're like,
It's weird.
I fucking love this guy. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, he just shot someone, but I still love this guy. Yeah.
And I think that's what's happening.
Yeah.
I think what people are doing is they're tapping into different, listen, I'm not a conspiracy guy, but I do believe that there's no way networking there's no way networks and Netflix and writers and producers don't team up with psychologists. I don't see how they don't do it.
Oh,
It is
without a doubt.
logical.
I mean,
it's how you make the money. You have to team up with the tear jerkers and the people that make you laugh and say, yo, listen, it's analytics. It's like, this is what people react to. Da, 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 and
Every big marketing
your job
company.
now is to make it happen.
Every big marketing company has some sort of
Yeah.
psychologist on staff.
And analytics. And you
Because
need both.
it's like that's exactly what it is. What I'm saying, like, with this is like, it just shows how influential our screens are.
Oh no, it's what
62 million homes stream this show.
That's why WB is doing what they're doing. That's the other side of the coin.
And there you go. There you go. JP just brings up a good point. Warner Brothers right there,
Brothers.
just putting everything out. Yeah, because 62 million people watch this show.
But
And
I will also say this: when did this show come out?
October.
Okay, so let's not downplay the.
So you had a month.
I know, but let's not downplay the Corona effect. You do have a national quarantine, a worldwide quarantine going on.
Okay.
No, I'm not taking anything
yes
away
and
from
no.
it.
I mean,
but-
October, we're pretty much opened up. You know, like
we're not open.
We're not like we were in April, May, where literally everyone was at home.
Yeah, but what are people really doing? They're going out to eat, going to the supermarket, and going home. And some people have jobs that transcend
My other thing,
COVID.
My other
But
thing with this,
realistically, they're home.
even pre-COVID though, it's like this is one of the things that is so infectious about Netflix. And also that makes it great, right? Is that you're able to binge. You're
Yes.
able to sit there and go, I'm going to watch one more.
A lot of streaming companies are moving away from the binge of thing.
I hate that.
I'm not a big fan of the binge.
I like binging.
I like binging.
So wait.
Because it's like
Wait, and
It's
maybe
my
you get
own-
spoilers.
It's my own
You know why?
personal.
You want to dive in. But,
You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
You don't want to watch The Mandalorian because you want to wait till it's all done? All right.
It's just like him. Like he told me, it's just like the hip hop show. The reason why I didn't want to watch the hip hop.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The reason why I didn't want to watch the hip hop is I saw 4 seasons. I'm like, oh no, I don't have that level of commitment right now to commit to 4
Yeah.
seasons.
But it's
then,
only-
but then he goes, it's only 4 episodes. I'm like 16 because I'm thinking the same way. I'm like 16 means every day I could do 4 because I don't want to lose my whole day to
It's the worst.
yeah,
show.
well, I mean,
Because
that's,
don't
you
get me
got to
wrong,
have
when
the cutoff.
When the show's
you got to be
amazing,
able to cut yourself off.
no, when the show's amazing, like okay, when I watched the Heist, I'm not gonna lie to you, Ozark, I didn't think twice. I was like, gotta know what happened. Gotta know what happened. I'm not tired. I'm tired. I don't want to live like that anymore. One more episode. Fuck it. You know,
But that's
like,
on you.
it's
Going
not
back
on
to
you.
that.
You just proved to me that 62 million people just like me
But that's
are
on
being
them.
affected. So don't tell me it's on me.
But it's on them, and this is like I don't want to derail from personal responsibility here.
I stopped myself.
It's always so do I. Like I mean, and I didn't the other night. I was like, oh, Melissa's on the last. She's about to finish Blacklist. I'm still like 2.5 seasons behind her. Let me try and catch up, with her. And I watched one and it sucked me back in. I watched another one. Next thing you know, I was like, it's 1 a.m. Mika's nurse is going to be here in 5 hours. I got one more. And I watched one more and I wound up falling asleep. But, whatever. It's most of the time, that was my own choice. I chose to do it. Okay,
I love when you
it's
say-
not Netflix being like, "Come on."
I love when you say it's.
They have ways of doing that.
I
That's
love
true,
when you
too.
say that it's your personal choice. I agree with you. At the end of the day, we're 100% accountable. I just don't think you are fair on how much money and resources.
Oh, no,
are
I agree.
placed
This is why I brought
to
it up.
fight for our attention.
It's the influence.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying. They're very
not playing.
influential, of course.
Yeah, it's not a game to these
Have
guys.
you seen the Social Dilemma yet?
Yes, I remember you guys made me watch it.
okay.
Yes,
I'm
watched-
just making- I didn't know if you did.
No, I did. After that episode, you told me about
Netflix has ways of around that too.
Oh, of course.
So-
yes, I know.
By the way, Netflix also has recommended.
Suggestions,
Think about that.
recommendations.
I know.
Netflix has recommended.
guys.
Not to mention for you that
Yeah.
that nice cute line. I'm like,
And what happens in that? Oh shit! I would watch that. Oh my god! I wanted to see that.
what-
How does it know?
Can I tell you what? No. You know what's the most.
I mean, no. Yes, that's
no,
what it does.
It was the
yes.
No. What I'm saying is the scariest thing about that little line is the percentage.
Oh yeah.
Like I go through each one. I go, why do they think 66%?
Yeah.
Like, why is it 66? Like, why was the other one 80? Like, because sometimes I'm like,
At least they're being honest about
I
it.
want to fuck with the algorithm and just watch it 4% and be like, hi, asshole.
And it's just gonna.
I meant to bring this up to you guys. I don't think I
watched
did. I think I've cracked it. I think I did it. Remember I was telling you guys, like, I finally got, like, the videos on Facebook, right? But, like, I hate it. I never watch it because it's all nothing but politics and fucking just, like, toxic shit.
Wonder why.
Right. Well, guess what? I've cracked the code because now it's not. Now it's nothing but goddamn UFC videos, baby.
Oh, my.
I beat you, Zuckerberg, in your algorithm.
What'd you do? You searched for UFC
I just
shit.
searched for UFC shit and I kept watching
but-
UFC
but
videos.
is
Joe
that what you-
Rogan said that.
I would rather do that. I would rather open up
But
you know, for like those fucking
I know, but
half asleep mornings.
I know.
or
But is that? Do you like UFC?
yeah.
So they're still winning.
Yes, but at least it's
They're gonna
not.
sneak in a Ford or a boxer
Hold
commercial.
on.
But no, that's what I'm saying. It's been like 3 weeks now, and I haven't had a single Tucker Carlson thing pop up, not a single Sean King thing pop up, like not a single political video pop up at all. It's been nothing but UFC and one championship.
pops
It's
up on
been
mine? You're
nothing
making me
but
think.
fights.
You know what my Instagram consists of? Lil Duval,
Tits.
Barstool Sports.
Yeah,
no, I
nice.
even got rid of all that
you
shit.
guys-
Yeah.
What are you guys speaking of?
I don't
The
need it.
Explore page? Like what?
no,
pops
the
up?
video
he's,
page.
he's talking about Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
was
about
talking
Instagram.
about
Okay.
Instagram for me is Lil Duval, literally. Some comedians, Barstool Sports.
Like I don't.
Pretty
see,
much
I don't
that's
even
it.
follow
But where
really
these
any
commercials-
famous people.
Where do these commercials
on
come up?
Instagram.
I don't see these things.
We talking about commercials.
What are you talking about?
Talking about videos.
What video like this?
Who knows what the fuck he's talking? You actually go to like a video section?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you literally go.
no one
in-
goes
He
there.
goes into Lambert, and then he's mad. There's a
Look.
monster.
He hits the video
Actually,
button.
remember you guys used to say, "Oh, I have Marketplace down here," and I was like, "I don't have a Marketplace."
Yeah.
I was like, "But I have a video thing."
You know why?
Because we don't do all that shit.
That's Zuckerberg. That's Zuckerberg doing his thing.
See,
Yeah.
it's all just.
That's Zuckerberg doing his thing.
No,
So it
I'm
just
happy you
fights.
reprogram it, but I'm
Yeah.
hard to. Yeah, I'm hard to play with anyway.
Reprogram, but that's what Rogan talked about. That one of Ari Shafir, his friend, the other comedian, he just started searching puppies, and all of a sudden, all he would get
It's puppies.
is puppies.
There you go.
You could reprogram.
You can reprogram.
I get
it.
food all the
No, but
time.
you gotta, but you're mentally doing it, which is with their. It doesn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people aren't trying to do that. They're just looking at shit they like.
Right.
No one's going in and going. You know, what's weird is my suggestion thing on YouTube constantly changes, because if I get in one hole, next thing I know, I'm like watching video game things. Next thing I know, it's all video game shit. But then I'll
Yeah.
get that one like
Yeah.
Pat McAfee talked about this, and like, yeah, all right. And then all of a sudden, it's all Pat. It's just the way it works.
Yeah.
They get you. That's how they get you.
I think I changed too much for them.
All right, you know what? We're exactly an hour in. Let's go to sink or swim.
Let's dive in.
I'm all about it.
We don't dive in. We sink or swim.
By the way, I still can't tell you
Branding.
where. I still can't tell you where I was,
Branding.
but sink or swim.
Speaking of,
I almost died snorkeling.
you're a Brooklyn guy.
All right, so it's definitely an island,
I can't swim. Everyone convinced me. Yo, but I gotta tell you the quick story.
but it was a far flight that he watched the movie.
I know where it was, so go on.
So
Oh.
I'll tell you what's crazy. So
You went to Bermuda?
Oh,
that's a triangle.
Finish your
People
story.
get lost. White people always getting lost in the
Barbados.
triangle.
No.
So what happens is, so I go snorkeling because I don't understand what it is. So for the first time, the guys, first of all, I can't swim, but so I'm chilling. They're like, let's go. And then there's two
Snorkeling is not-
nice white couple go, yo, you only live once. You should do it. And I'm looking at them like, don't listen to white people in movies. This is how movies start. But I'm like, whatever. So then
There you
they
go.
put this one little bar around me. I'm like, where's the fucking big thing? Where's the big thing like every other movie? But it's like this little bar that they're like, don't worry. When you get in, it's going to make sure you float to the top, blah, blah. I'm like, but then they give me the thing like this and with the goggles. I'm like, okay. I'm like, whatever. So I slide off the boat.
Yeah, I would pay money to see Jim
Yes.
snorkel, bro.
If you, no, bro, it didn't go the way you planned at all. So I slide into the water. Like 5 seconds later, I'm not doing anything the guy said would happen. So I'm like this, and this water, this thing's falling out of my mouth. I'm like, and then I could hear the same white couple that told me, don't worry, you only live once. They're like, just stand, put your feet down, put your feet down. And I'm like, why do they keep saying that? Why do they keep telling me to put my fucking feet down? I'm dying. I'm fucking dying. Someone
3 feet of
help
water.
me. Die. Yeah, I'm dying. I'm dying. Someone help me. So eventually someone jumps off the boat. They come, they grab me, boom, boom. And then the guy,
Robin Hood Men in Tights all over again. So go on.
they're like,
Amazing.
do you want some water?
I can't swim.
I'm like, I don't want a water. I want a counselor. I almost died. I don't want water. I need to talk to someone about my near-death experience. experience. Then, of course, that cute white couple that told me I only live once came on the boat. They're like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "You know what I realized? You only live once, but you only die once. I almost died. You guys almost killed me." So I went to the back of the boat and I drank mad mojitos and calmed myself the fuck down.
I would have did that too.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's funny.
Black people don't snorkel either.
There's this company.
Add that to the list.
There's this company that's making a water. They're marketing it as like murder juice or death, something with death or whatever.
Who's the Shook Knight? Like,
No, it's water they're selling, but they're saying how many people die from water every year. So that's their marketing angle.
Yeah, I love it.
That's interesting.
That's great.
I forgot what it's called.
People
I'm pissed
remember
right
it.
now. I remembered it. I
Yeah.
saw one commercial, and they call the marketing people marketing fuckboys. So it was kind of a funny commercial.
I like it.
Def 2.0 or Def 2.0.
So Gene almost drowned in 3 feet of water.
10.
Correct.
10?
It was 10.
Oh, all right.
So why were they saying put your feet down?
That's what I'm trying to understand. I did put my feet down twice.
Are you sure about that 10 feet?
That's what
Are
I
you
was
sure
told.
about that 10 feet?
That's what they told me.
Maybe they were racist and didn't wanted you to die.
I did accuse them of that. After my 3rd drink in a row, I did say that. I'm like, "You try to kill me, people. I don't even know you guys. I don't even know you. I don't know what this is about."
Yeah, we're going to go snorkeling one
Who
day.
hired you? Who hired you?
Oh man! All right, let's do a little sink or swim.
I'm impressed that you went on a boat, though. 'Cause that,
I know. One
that's
foot
a
on
big
land
step.
at
That's a
all
big
times.
step for you.
And I broke my rules. I broke so many rules.
I'm proud of you.
1 foot on
At
land.
all times.
Oh man!
Oh,
All
that's
right.
the play.
So
You ordered a mojito. Who is this
know.
guy?
No, man.
meanwhile, if he was the guy making it,
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. $5 Heineken. Remember that?
Yeah,
Best
that's
thing
right.
of
ever.
course,
$5.
$5.
Bartender Hates You, which was supposed to be the name of this podcast, but we smartly decided not
Yes.
to do that.
Yeah.
I think that was a better idea. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I still hate people, so.
of course, of course.
Yeah.
Elon Musk,
Yes.
Oh, your boy.
Let's talk about him.
Meet
my boy, right now.
Boy, genius.
Well, he's making me money too, so whatever.
George
Moving on.
Jetson. Jane, his wife.
No, you'll be fine. You won't get just keep it in the account until you're ready to pay taxes. It's fine. That's how you
Did you ever see the Jetsons?
how you do it.
Of course.
Okay, just checking.
Anyway, so the big thing is now because he's trying to do a robo fleet essentially, robo taxis, no driver, nothing.
Really?
Which is yes, if this happens. 3 shares of Tesla right now will make you probably millions because they're going to have a multi-trillion-dollar company. Moving on. But they're saying in 10 years, he said in 10 years, every new car being made will have some kind of autonomous feature. That's the start. And he's saying in 20 years, no one's going to drive anymore. It will be weird. You're going to be able to, but it's going to be weird. Like...
There'd be no reason to it.
Like loser with your wheels on the ground.
No, not necessarily that's going to fly.
No, I know, I'm just kidding.
He did say they're thinking about doing an electric jet. Next level.
So
But going on.
He watched multiple episodes of Knight Rider and said, "I can do this."
Basically. Hey, it's Elon Musk. I'm
I mean,
surprised.
they did that in the late 70s, early 80s, right?
Yeah, Knight Rider's early days, and we're still not doing it.
Night Rider.
Talking- yeah, with a remote control.
What do you mean?
Yes.
No, Kit drove himself.
Yeah, but with the remote control. Someone was in the back fucking driving the car.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's,
Yeah. You think it had autonomy in the 80s? Or that thing would have been the size of a building.
I know, but you're destroying the concept.
A
I get what you're
remote
saying. But
control.
I know, but I get what you're saying.
That's
I get
the
what you're
real
saying.
life Netflix effect. Moving on.
And the car spoke. It almost had.
That was a dude on a microphone going.
I know.
Fucking whatever your name is. Fucking
Turbo Boost.
Guy
You're
who
gonna
looks
take
like
that away from me
Jesse's dad.
too? You're gonna take Turbo Boost away from me too?
yeah.
Turbo Boost wasn't real.
That shit ain't real either.
He didn't jump over other cars.
Actually,
All right, there we go.
speaking of Elon Musk, they're saying because the whole thing about the new Roadster was that it was supposed to be 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. Sub 9 second quarter mile.
Where the
but
fuck you going?
What he did was he made a new Model S called the Model S Plaid Edition. Another Spaceballs reference, which I love because he has ludicrous mode in his cars.
amazing.
Yeah. So now he calls it Plaid because when they were in ludicrous,
This guy-
he went to Plaid. So he calls it Plaid, and it does those numbers. It goes 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. It has a 500 plus mile range if you don't drive like an asshole, doing 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds.
Okay.
Hold on. So then what he's doing is he took the Roadster and he was like, oh, it's going to beat that. And everyone's like, how? Isn't that just basically flying a rocket? And they're saying that he might put some kind of rocket booster in it where it uses air. Where you could probably load it up once and then every time you charge, you get one out of it or something. That's what they're speculating. So it kind of brings it back to your rocket boost.
I like this.
Just
thing.
not with flames.
Fucking crazy.
I love all of it, but my whole thing is
It's
like
speculative.
Like,
how do you feel about that?
like automatically, I see iRobot in my head. Like I see all these fucking movies of
I'll
machines.
take the wheel. I can drive.
Yeah, I feel like the car won't let me out. Because
I already said I'm gonna
programming
be.
glitch. Like I need
what's
a
his fucking
button
name?
that allows me to. I need a manual override. Not that I'm a control freak, but like, what if the car doesn't open?
Well,
what
he
if
said.
the door doesn't fucking open? Like I'm gonna be pressing.
I already know
button.
who I'm gonna be. Dennis Leary in fucking Demolition Man. I'm
my
gonna be
God.
the guy in the sewer
Oh my
with a
God.
fucking combustion engine still, being like never.
Mad Max.
You know,
Mad Max.
yeah.
Bro, you can't. You don't worry about. Okay. As
Rat
much-
burgers. Let's go.
Yeah, but as
You
much
had a
as,
horse burger and
as
so
much
whatever.
as
Yeah,
we
they
love
did.
technology, we are fully aware of the glitches. The thing is, companies don't make millions advertising glitches. So, how are you not worried? Like,
Regular cars don't have glitches?
that's my point. So this will just be a more highly designed, more evolved glitch, which may be harder to fix.
No, it's just it
No,
would be
easier.
It would be when you break down on the side of the road. If you don't have a fucking engineering degree, you're not fixing your car. You got to call a tow truck.
Bro, you need a tow truck.
You know,
And why
Will
would it-
also be,
or if you're not a hacker, you can hack into your computer system.
here's the idea though too. The thing about every Tesla has connectivity.
yeah,
The new ones are gonna have 5G. These have 4G. Mine has LTE right now.
What happens if you're driving? Now I know this is just bringing it out there, but like tomorrow morning, I'm leaving. I'm going upstate, looking at a piece of property.
Go on.
It's very remote and rural.
Yeah,
Let's say some shit happens up there,
Yeah, the GPS
where you can't connect.
you're not
What if he's off the grid
you're not
in a patch?
bringing that kind of car upstate. There's charges along the way to get up there and stuff, and it's not
I'm just saying, like,
necessarily-
if you're in dead zones, like even like
Yeah.
you're driving across the country, there's plenty of dead spots
LIE
where just you got
61 is a
no
dead zone.
service, no
You guys
GPS.
think he's marketing to that right now?
Good point.
I'm just saying these are
Don't bring it out there. Get another car. Get a
No.
regular gas vehicle.
So now you want me to have two cars?
I have 2 cars. My other one is a gas vehicle. This one is not.
This guy.
It's not there yet, though. But that's
I'm just asking questions. That's all.
when at one point when
I do get his point though. You're
No, of
excited
course.
about something, but you have
Do you
to,
know
you
what
have
else?
to get the fail safe for it.
Right.
you want to know what
It's
else
like a
he's
bad
doing?
fantasy matchup. You have to get the handicap.
I don't want to talk about fantasy.
Keep going.
No, you gotta get the handicap.
Keep
That's
going
what-
because I have the answer. The guy is launching hundreds of satellites for Starlink.
Okay. Then there you go. There's the answer.
Starlink. You know what Starlink is?
Yeah,
You don't know what Starlink is.
once again,
You don't know what it is.
Once again, I'm a little concerned.
You know what it is?
I have an idea.
What is it?
It seems like it's gonna be it's satellites.
Internet connection.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Free.
No,
I
it's
know
not
He
free.
said that it was.
you said
Not
it was
yet.
free like a couple
Elon
of
Musk said that it was going to be free.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
No.
Bro,
Tesla.
If I said it, I'm an asshole.
If you have a Tesla,
it comes with the service.
yeah, like
It comes with the vehicle.
Well, no, maybe the Teslas will automatically. Yeah,
if-
that'll.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
if I
saying
want to
like
use it.
me and my Ford Bronco can't tap into their.
No.
But if I'm in my Tesla vehicle,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It might come with that connectivity.
Right,
I pay $10 a month for connectivity right now on that.
oh,
thing.
you do.
Yes, but
I
it
thought that
could
was
use
free.
Starlink.
So basically,
Oh, right. I thought when Starlink came,
probably-
it was going to be
yes.
free, free
not-
service.
It's
Or,
not
like,
free, but it's at the same time it could
I guess
come.
wrapped into your plan.
So
Yeah, okay.
So we're just gonna interconnect everybody.
I thought that you said. I thought that I heard that.
Well, the
Elon Musk
idea-
was
We're
saying
gonna
free
interconnect-
Wi-Fi, like free. I'm pretty sure that Elon Musk. Maybe I'm confusing this right now, but I'm pretty sure he talked about free Wi-Fi.
He might do that for like places
Like
like
the world.
like Puerto Rico when they lost all power and they lost everything. They had no internet
Okay.
connection. He was going to do that
Boom,
for free.
tap
Give
in.
it to them.
Got
Yes.
you. Okay,
To help.
that's cool.
I think they're looking for paper towels.
No,
No, they got
Trump,
enough.
Trump gave it to him. Remember?
No, but
he did the old.
I don't know if I'm excited about
Kobe!
this whole interlinking thing. I mean, it sounds cool.
Tell you
but
what, I was pissed off at Trump that he threw all those paper towels out once COVID first hit. I was like, motherfucker, I can't get a pack of paper towels, and you're just throwing these things like that.
I
This
didn't
is-
have-
Puerto
I didn't have
Rico's
an
before COVID, you bum.
I didn't have an issue with
That's
paper
what I'm
towels.
saying.
No,
Trump
listen-
wasted all of our paper towels.
Puerto Rico's an American
American
Territory.
territory.
Uh-oh.
But nonetheless,
Now we fly Navy planes on and bomb the other
Wipe
side.
my ass with Taco Bell
sometimes-
napkins.
sometimes you get
Extra spicy or crunchy?
Oh God. Taco Bell napkins are the worst out of all the napkins. At least McDonald's napkins might have a little softness to it. But the idea is, how do you feel about 10 years from now if you're the weirdo because you're driving your car manually?
I'll be old enough. I won't care. I'll be like the same.
Yeah, I think I'm agreeing with Gene. 10 years from now, yeah, I'm old enough where I'm just like, yeah,
Fuck 'em.
I'm
Enjoy.
good.
Enjoy.
Oh, I could just.
You know what I'll be like?
Guys, shut up. Sit back.
I'll be like, kid.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Jesse falls asleep with the wheels leak.
I'll be like,
I'm going to be out.
kids, I had the first StarTAC. Kids, gather around. I'm going to tell you about the Zach
Starlink.
Morris phone. I'm going to tell you about the Zach Morris phone. No, StarTAC. I had a StarTAC. Know what I'll say?
Oh.
Kids, gather around. I had the first.
He's
ever-
dropping old bombs.
Yeah, I know. Because that's what we're going to be. If everyone's flying and we're driving this, I'm like, yeah, I had a
won't be
StarTAC.
flying.
And I had a, what's that shit then? OmniPoint. All
Yeah.
these weird phones.
I didn't even have those.
You don't remember
My
how
first
to
phone was the Razor.
Okay, no, I had a phone when I was the cool kid in 6th grade. I had the Zach Morris one, the big one, and then after that there
Why
was
is Grandpa outside chopping wood?
then
What's going to happen?
then there was like you buy a prepaid card and you stick it to the bottom of the phone.
Bro, hold on.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying
You
to show-
lost me. I checked
No.
out at Zach Morris' phone. I got nothing.
Bro, 6th grade, he had a fucking Zach Morris phone.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. So,
where were you going to school?
I mean, regular school. I went to PS 189. I mean, regular.
In Brooklyn? They didn't steal that shit from you?
No, I wasn't stupid. I didn't just like flash it around, but I had it.
How did you not? You had a separate bag for that shit.
No, I flashed it in school.
Gene, I'm getting a way different image in my head of your upbringing. Like,
You're screaming Brooklyn, but you're not screaming what part.
Was that gangbanging? Absolutely not.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, absolutely not. That looked dangerous.
Talking brownstones.
I think
We're
I'm collecting.
talking. Hey, whatever. Like Brooklyn Heights. It sounds bad, but really,
that's
Brooklyn
crazy.
Heights
Yeah.
is rich.
I got my first cell phone
No, my mom was all about
In
getting me cell phones. I didn't. She didn't care.
2003.
What?
Yeah.
You know,
90
that's late.
I was a poor kid, man.
I was about the same age though. I was 99, 2000. When the Razor came out, it was my first. Like my
I
brother
remember
gave me
the
his
Razor.
old phone.
The Razor was cutting edge. I remember because it was so thin.
My brother gave me his old phone
I
first.
just wanted a Nextel.
He gave me his old phone. It had the one where the battery, you had to take the battery off
Okay.
to charge it.
Oh, wow.
I remember those.
Sucked. That sucked because if you
I
didn't have a
remember
second
those Nextel
battery.
days. That was annoying. Everybody was chirping everywhere.
Oh no, I'm not. I didn't have that.
Oh, okay.
I
Nextel.
wish I had a Nextel.
I wanted the
was always
Nextel.
That
so
would be
jealous.
what would save
Never did
us.
it. The reason why is because only Sprint had Nextel and I was
Yeah.
T-Mobile.
I was AT&T. Well, when eventually. In fact, actually, I took
Yes.
over my mom's old line, I think is what it was. Or maybe my brother's old line. And
Interesting.
I was like, cool. And I remember, yeah.
All right, so I got to figure out. I have to build a tunnel to get to Jesse's house in case these cars take over the earth and we have to go hide
Oh,
again.
you didn't hear? Elon Musk is building tunnels, bro, in LA.
In LA. He's been doing
It's
that,
called
though.
the Boring Company.
This
Yeah.
guy's out of control.
No, bro. He's been doing this for
Years.
years now. He's been digging tunnels underneath Los Angeles to cut down on traffic.
Here's the difference between
He
Steve
wants
Jobs.
to put in underground
Here's the difference between Steve Jobs
Transportation.
It would have saved Kobe.
and Elon
R.I.P.
Musk. Here's the difference. Steve Jobs
Mm-hmm.
had the brilliant ideas and the crazy ideas, and he would just yell at people until they did it and wouldn't let them go to sleep. Elon Musk has the crazy ideas, but he knows how it's supposed to be done because he has a physics degree. He knows the basics of everything. So what he does is, he's building a fucking factory in Germany right now. He did an interview in Germany, and they're like, "Oh, so what? You gonna stay at a hotel?" He goes, "No, I'm gonna sleep in the factory." Motherfucker sleeps in the factory to get an idea of how things are going. Like that's what he was known for. He was sleeping on the line when they first brought out my car, the Model 3.
Yeah.
Because they were in production hell. They had so many issues, problems with it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He was sleeping on the fucking line. That's the difference. That's why when people talk shit about Elon, yeah, he's probably done some shady shit. He is a billionaire. comes with the territory. That's it. That's fucking life. Whatever.
I mean, I don't know. What shady shit has he really done?
Probably something
Besides
with
improve everyone's fucking life.
overworking people. Probably like labor
you
shit.
can't be a billionaire. You can't be a billionaire without
Again,
doing something.
Who
Again,
knows?
You can't be a
I
billionaire without doing something.
I highly doubt that Elon Musk held a gun to someone's head and said, "You're going to stay here and finish this."
No, but essentially
exactly.
held his gun to the job was the gun. Your financial future's the gun, essentially. But nonetheless,
Just saying.
he was also doing it to himself.
Sure.
So for him, he's probably one of those guys that's, if I'm here for 30 hours, you're here for 30, I'm not going to feel bad for you, which I don't agree with.
We know some people like that.
Yes, we do. And maybe he's watching this episode.
What's Elon on this vaccine thing? I gotta see. See how it happens? Like now, I'm curious how he thinks about it. Now I care about his opinion.
About
See?
what?
The vaccine. I'm curious. What's Elon Musk?
I don't know about the vaccine. I do know what his feelings about the tests are. Because he
Really?
had the 4 tests in one day and 2 were negative, 2 were
Yeah,
positive.
he was pissed off about it. Yeah, I remember.
And then people were trying to call him out, and then there's this doctor, some random doctor tried to call him like a space Karen or some shit, which was actually kind of funny.
Space Karen.
It was kind of funny. I'm going to give her this. But
that's pretty
she was
funny.
also trying to make a point. All he was saying was, I had 4 tests.
And 2 of
It was
them all.
inconclusive.
Yeah.
So where's your argument there? I don't care about the specifics.
No, but
That's the specifics. What am I supposed
It's
I had 4 tests in the same day.
2 negative, 2 positive. Where's the argument?
It sounds like
I would be like, I'm really confused right now. Which one am I? Like, who am I?
between plus and negative.
What's the argument?
0. No, I get it. There's no argument.
That's what a lot of people were telling this talk to.
Yeah.
They're like, there's no argument. What are you trying to make? You're saying something about this test does it this way and this way. And it's like, okay.
Stop flapping your jowls.
Yeah.
No. The point being is, okay, yeah, that's great. I'm glad to know how it works.
Yeah.
But you want everyone to get
Explain.
these tests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's showing you that.
Someone's got some explaining to do.
Right. And what's the worst thing that could happen? A false negative, right?
Yep.
You're a spreader in some cases.
Right.
Right. So it's bad. That's just any way you look at it, it's bad news. The end.
Yep.
Just saying. Fuck 'em.
Fuck them.
Meet George Jetson.
All right, let's go on. Let's move on. So do you know Dave Portnoy is, right?
Who?
He's the CEO of Barstool. You know Barstool Sports. is?
Yes.
He's the CEO.
Okay.
I just think
One of my favorite battle rappers is on Barstool.
I'm just giving him.
Ron.
Oh yeah. I like Ron.
Adam Ferrone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him props right now, just because. And I'm showing my age by saying the word props. I don't care.
I know. I just learned. I learned cap.
I'm gonna give him his caps. Is that?
No, cap means
Isn't
lying.
Cap shooting someone?
No, I that's our error. But like cap means lying. So when people when you
How
say
you gonna-
something, people say no cap, as in like you're not lying.
How you just gonna change the word and just be
Bro,
like?
I just learned this.
Yeah,
shit
don't
literally-
shoot me.
I definitely learned this word yesterday.
I just
I'm not even
learned
sure if I'm
about-
fully using it correctly.
I just
Fair
learned.
enough.
Yeah.
I just learned about weed being loud.
No, you're late.
What does that
know.
mean?
Exactly.
Loud is good weed. It's loud.
It's loud.
Nope.
You've never heard about that?
Nope.
You're a professional weed smoker. You never heard the word loud.
Never.
Rappers say all the time, my shit is loud.
Yeah, they do.
What do you think they were talking
And you know what's
about?
funny? After I learned it, I heard it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
The rappers I listen to don't say that.
Joyner Lucas had to have said it once,
Never heard that
twice.
Does he smoke weed? I don't know.
I don't know.
He's actually completely straight edge. Doesn't drink either.
Bullshit.
I swear, he says it in his rhymes.
Lil Uzi Vert, is that your second favorite rapper?
I don't even know who that is.
Lil Xan? No?
Nope.
There's got to be a Lil somewhere that you liked. Lil Wayne. There you go. I knew there was a Lil.
But I mean, like
everyone's
old
got a
school
Lil.
white tea Lil Wayne.
Lil Kim.
Yeah.
Lil Kim. We just saw her
I
on
love
that
Lil
thing.
Kim.
Oh.
I know.
As who said it? P Diddy said it's a female Biggie.
Yeah.
Yo, Lil Kim was bomb when she first came out.
Bro, we were just watching it and they just showed like her first hits. Like, oh shit!
She was a smoke show.
Foxy Brown
Until she
fucked
just
up.
cut up her face like a fucking. That Lego Master Builder was not a Master Builder.
Oh, wow. Oof.
She should have went to the same person that fucking Jenner went to.
Yeah, what's up with that?
She could transition with a wet wipe. That's fucking
Not that
still
Jenner.
the funniest
Wrong
thing.
Jenner, bro.
No.
The kids, Kylie. I think it's Kylie Jenner.
The billionaire,
who's got
Kylie
all
Jenner,
the
who
make.
goes out with some rapper.
Yes,
With insert rapper here.
Yeah.
most likely.
Yeah.
She's the one who, like, if you looked at her old pictures, you're like, who the fuck is that? You're like, nah, it's not the same person. Like, It's the
Oh,
same.
really?
Bruh.
She had work.
Work.
If I show
So
you
she
the
was the
before,
ugly Kardashian.
Yes.
not anymore, but yes.
Yes.
Now she's the hot one?
Yes.
Yeah, one of.
No, by
yeah.
far, she's the hottest Kardashian. Cut it out. She's the
No,
hottest Kardashian.
I
don't
like
know
the
any
other
of
one, Kendall. She never touched herself.
Is
She's
that
natural.
the middle sister?
The model one, the one who's naturally good looking.
No, I don't know what that is.
It's the other. She's
Okay.
she's a smoke show, but she's more of like a natural pretty, not like holy shit. Like
You want me to believe
I'm gonna
that
drop
there's anything natural about any female in that family?
this one is. You watched her grow up, bro.
No.
I mean, maybe she got a little Botox, and just fix the little fucking wrinkles.
She probably doesn't even eat natural oats, bro.
I don't know any of them.
I digress
Go ahead.
again.
Again.
All I know is that their dad got off the juice.
Right.
Thank you.
Good for him.
Oh, I was about to say no.
The
He was
juice.
on a cereal, but again, what? Got it. Okay.
That's the wrong dad, by the way.
Oh.
See, I
What do you mean?
The Jenners.
Oh, yeah.
That's
What?
what's
are you
her
talking
name
about?
now? I always forget her name. It's
I thought we were talking about the Kardashians.
We
well,
are.
technically
but Bruce
she's
Jenner,
Bruce Jenner, who's now
Caitlyn
Jenner.
Yeah.
Is the old Olympic runner.
right. She's
Is not.
That's their father.
Oh, yeah.
Mother?
That
Kendall and Kylie Jenner.
yes, was a lawyer.
Yes.
That's the lawyer you're referring to, not the Kardashians. No, Rob.
The
No.
fuck are you talking about?
Kardashian-
Rob
was a lawyer.
Kardashian was
Yes.
an attorney.
Yes.
Who
Yes.
got
Yes.
O.J. Simpson off.
Yes,
No,
that's what he's saying.
That's Kim. That's fucking
Dad.
Chloe. That's the other plastic bunch over there.
Okay, there's more?
There's the Kylie
There's the
Kylie
Jenners.
and Kendall. Those are the Jenners. When Bruce was Bruce, came in and banged the same mother, which was
That's why there's Kardashians and Jenners.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
okay.
one family.
Those two were born.
So who were we just talking about that had a bunch of...
Kylie.
And she's a
Jenner.
Jenner, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
A good piece of plastic molding.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And she's worth $1 billion.
I'm sorry, I don't know any
You
of
don't
these
have
things,
to.
guys. I
Oh,
apologize.
I like it's fun. It's fun. I can see the header talking to old guys. Old guys talking to other old guy about old people in an
No,
old people
I mean,
way.
like, I'm into shit. I've never been into pop culture. Like, I don't know
don't
people. I don't know their names. I don't give a shit.
And this is why Dave Portnoy is a fucking genius. So he takes a guy named, you don't know who Josh Richards is, right?
Who?
Josh Richards.
No.
Josh Richards. It's hard to say.
Sounds like a basketball player.
Right, it does, but it's not. He's just a dude who became a millionaire from TikTok, lip syncing
Fuck
to
him.
hip hop things.
I hate him.
But the brilliant part of Dave Portnoy is like, I'm doing a podcast with this guy. I'm going to call it BFFs, and we're going to just talk about their bullshit. So now, Dave Portnoy, a 45-year-old man, as the dude from 1 Minute Man would say, has thrown his company into the world of TikTok.
He'll make money though. He'll make a lot of money because those kids they're loyal.
I gotta give it to him. Brilliant move. I'm gonna applaud him.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to start a podcast. What do I don't fucking do with a bunch of old people? No, fuck that. I'm gonna take this kid who millions of girls just want to do for the sole fact that he's on TikTok and lip syncs to hip hop shit and just make some movements and lip syncs. That's all he does.
Jesse's struggling. Jesse's like, it's a crime against originality. It's a crime against it all, bro. It's a crime against it all.
It's cover bands. Just taking the fuck over.
At least cover
It's
bands.
worse.
It's
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Cover bands.
At least they play.
They cover the song.
It's Milli Vanilli is
But-
sitting there smiling
Cover
right
bands
now.
piss me off too because they don't.
Yes,
even,
they are.
Like, is the goal of a cover band to just sing the song in their own way or to
No.
sing the song the way
No.
that
The way the other person wrote it.
Because I always feel like they don't do that. It
I wanna
always
talk about-
sounds-
They try to.
They sound so different
I want
sometimes.
to talk about this.
What? We're diving in? We're gonna
For a
swim?
second.
We're gonna
Not
swim?
diving in.
Are we swimming in cover bands?
Diving in is a
do you
different
want
pod-
to fire me the fuck up?
It's a different podcast.
No, because I don't
You're
know.
right. Sorry.
It's a
Cover
different
bands
podcast.
bother me. Like, I don't know. I've always
Yes,
bothered.
we've always had this issue with cover bands, but my issue is not
feet up for this
not
one.
necessarily just cover bands. My issue is with bands who do covers, release them, and don't change a fucking thing.
Talk to him.
And there's a recent one that came out, and it's one of my favorite bands, Dirty
Heads.
And they released what song was it? The fucking something going right that
Yep.
one right, and just did exactly the same thing.
Yeah, but okay. Slow down, because I got to try to understand something. So, cover bands release music?
No.
Cover bands play out
Side, exactly.
and take money away.
You have cover bands
Don't get
like
me started.
That 70s Band or Decadia.
Okay.
Right? There's another one,
Yes.
big one on the island.
Yes.
The big one's O.L. Moore, but go on.
O.L. Moore. Well, fuck, you want to get into that? O.L. Moore apparently doesn't even play their own instruments.
No, just the one guy doesn't play his own instrument.
Just the keyboardist? Oh, because I heard that the bass player wasn't plugged in either.
Probably not.
But
Smart.
Either way, they wear masks. So this is actually a smart thing. They wear masks because they're able to interchange members.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, masks.
Yeah, like they're 80s. They do 80s music.
They
right?
wear like luchador masks.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
got it.
You know?
That sounds cool. That's
But
very
yeah, they do
gimmicky.
They're a big cover band. And again, I'm not knocking on cover bands. Like, yo, go do your thing, make your money. There's obviously
You've
a
done
big
it.
market for it.
You've done covers of. We
Yeah,
also did
Nick
your
and
songs.
I did stripped down acoustics, and we would throw in. We would have to do covers, but you know, we always mix it up and made them
But you
different.
changed them up.
Yeah,
For
But
sure.
that's my point. Like, I feel like if you provide an interpretation of a classic, I can deal with you.
You know what one of our biggest
You
songs
trying
was?
to sing a song just like someone else who
Makes no sense.
made the song. I don't see why people are so amazed by that. And it's always older people.
that was always my thing with American Idol. That's why I never understood American Idol. It was
no,
like.
but in American Idol,
It's like rhythm and flow, not to cut you up. Rhythm and flow, I was talking about that before. One of the things that got me sucked into that is that it was different than all these other music competition shows because you had to create your own original pieces every single round.
Nice.
Every time.
No, I get it.
Not, I'm going to sing this Beyonce song because I practiced it in the shower since I was a child.
No, but the idea
like,
is when you sing the Beyonce, if you have the ability to hit the notes of legendary people, then from a production, marketing, and business standpoint, you're investable. So, like, when you see people on American Idol, the idea is like Kelly Clarkson. She's the only one I ever cared about. She's the only one I watched because I watched the first. She was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I watched the first series. I remember that. When I saw Kelly Clarkson perform some of her songs, I knew she had it.
yes.
And the idea, the question was, can she write a song? I don't know that, but that's the executive's issue. But the idea is,
You don't have to.
exactly, because we could get ghostwriters for her. We could do because she had the voice.
She might. I don't know.
Which is the whole concept. But I do get your point. After a while, it just gets watered down with a bunch of people who just practice well, as opposed to who are really talented.
Yeah.
And this is why the cover band thing drives me crazy. Because are you trying to show me that you can sing as good as the person that's singing, or you just say, "Hey, we have nowhere else to go.
Yes.
Watch me sing."
Yes.
Bon Jovi
And pay me.
And pay me. Like,
Pay me
you know
my
what I'm
money.
saying? What am I paying you to do?
Most of the time, it's
What am I paying you for?
Failed rock stars. It's failed musicians who say, "All right, well, fuck it.
Let's just sing the stuff.
Let's sing music that they want to hear because they're going to pay us $5,000 tonight."
Okay. Now here's my question: do they have any original music in their sets that they play, or
Some.
just
So like Badfish, okay? This is
Okay.
why I've always respected Badfish, even
Okay.
though they're a tribute band. They're a Sublime tribute band.
They got the blessing, though.
They did from the family.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and
But-
Sublime Room was no more. That band was no more.
Sublime was
Sublime
no more.
was nothing. Actually,
Right.
when did they start going downhill? When did their numbers start going downhill?
Who, Badfish?
Badfish.
Yes.
Once Sublime with Rome came back. But then it was like 2 years of Sublime with Rome
Whatever.
being around, and then Badfish climbed back up.
Point being is,
But one of the reasons that I always appreciated or respected Badfish is because they also had Scotty Don't, which was their original band, and they used to play before Badfish.
I would open up.
Which was like a little weird, but like then like you started because like they're fucking phenomenal musicians and they're phenomenal performers.
okay?
But people just didn't buy into Scotty Don't
They just didn't
as much as they
Badfish.
wanted to see Sublime.
But they're also
And they were crushing Sublime better than Sublime. You know, like yeah, I think
technically, yeah.
I think so.
How can you be better at being someone else than them?
Because they were a bunch of, they were a
Like, I
bunch of,
get what you're saying. It's
Because
kind of scary.
And now
that
just
fans think like
don't
this.
listen to anything I said about having a reggae rock podcast before, after what I'm about to say here. Just forget this. This is just real. Because if you watch fucking videos of Bradley performing, he was awful.
yeah. live.
He was a terrible performer
And that's
live.
because he was a drunk. He was a
He
drug
was a
addict.
drug addict, drunk. Yeah,
Oh,
like,
okay.
but now you have someone,
Who's doing it
you
sober?
know, who's doing it pretty much sober. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
and
cleaned
has
up.
been doing it for fucking over a decade now. You know,
Bro, I mean,
Bad Fish has probably been around longer than Sublime now.
Technically, yeah.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay.
Kodiak's is where I learned to hate cover bands because it was the vibe and attitude of which they walked in. There was no
It was also who they were booking.
Yeah, there was no humility.
bless.
There was no humility to them. Like, you want me to kiss your ass and be like, "Yo, make me a drink," or do the
yeah.
Right.
because you
You
sing other
walking in
people's
here
shit.
like you're a rock star. You didn't write a single thing.
Yeah, that's what irked me. Like, if they were more humble about it, and it was like, to me, it's a hustle. That's how I look at it. Oh, we're decent at singing. We're not popular enough in our own genre of music, but we can make money by singing other people's shit. I get it, but everything else they build around it, like, you cannot be a celebrity for being somebody else's clone.
Yeah.
I can't co-sign it.
Do you know what some of our biggest tracks live were?
Yes,
They were covers.
Yeah,
I
I know. I've seen you guys do covers.
Samples.
But no, not
I
necessarily
love
samples.
samples. Covers are different.
Oh yeah,
Our covers.
like Regulate.
But
the Warren
Regulate
G
was-
cover
that was
we
an oogie-
changed that completely.
It was an oogie version.
Nelly, we did that Nelly song.
Oogie
Yes,
version.
but
Completely
But
changed it.
that's what I'm talking about. You did
Yeah.
not try to sound like Nelly.
Yeah, no.
And that's my point. If
Not at all.
if cover bands did that,
Right.
I would be excited because I'd want to know how they can do other songs. Then
Yeah.
they would actually open up the whole song library because now I wonder what they sound like singing this. I wonder what they sound like singing this.
Right.
Instead, you're closing your opportunities by singing the same 5 songs, the same 5 ways. And to be honest with you,
Yeah.
especially on Long Island, why I hated Kodiak's again is because every cover band ends up singing the same songs.
Yes,
anyway.
that's what I was just about to say. Is that you were
Fucking
also
annoying.
fed the same set?
Yeah.
Because it's how much fucking Billy Joel can you hear?
Yeah, like
it's
somebody
all-
shoot me.
One of the best covers I think ever. There's a jam band, Mo, and they did a cover of Gin and Juice.
Nice.
And this was back in the late '90s, mid to late '90s. They did this cover, and I still think to this day it still stands strong, you know, because they took a legendary classic hip hop track and completely remade it, like completely remade it.
Did they change the melody?
Yeah,
the hook?
It's very
I don't always like
twangy.
that.
No, it's actually like there's so much drama in the LBC. It's
No, I'm
kinda-
talking about the
you know,
hook
like,
itself. I sometimes not a bigger fan of taking hip hop things.
no,
and-
no, it's still the
Bro,
same melody. Sipping
it
on
happens.
Indo, sipping on gin and juice.
Yes, okay,
yeah,
fine,
Yeah,
deal.
no, they just twanged it out, you
Yeah,
know, and
bro.
like they did a great job
This
with
is
it.
like you give me flashbacks. 'Cause I remember all those bands used to have like one random song that I would look up and be like, who's doing this? It'd be like a Jay-Z thing.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Or Biggie. It'd always be something like, why?
We used to do that too. We actually started to because I knew you. We knew you were going to be at a show, and Chad just randomly on the bass line, he was just like boom, 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 and I was just like keeping it gangsta.
We used to
And
always
then
do the song,
Nikki
yeah.
came in with the drums on it, right? And like we used to
always do it, and
we
then,
used to do a
ah!
transition, yeah. And we were let it
We'd
go.
fuck with because people would
Or
get
like
hyped.
Michael Jackson Thriller was
Why didn't we
another
ever
one.
do
Billie
that?
Jean, because
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like little tastes. It was
But I think that-
transitions.
but
I
I think-
love when bands
but
do
I-
that. They
yeah,
give you a
I
little
think
something, you go,
that's
and then
cool.
everyone laughs, and you know.
I think that's cool because it's kind of like it's like a DJ. You're scratching, sort of.
Exactly.
I get it. I think it's
Exactly.
Fair enough. All right, I got one more here because it's funny.
cool. Now I'm
What do you got?
Now I'm gonna have to.
So there's
stand-
this Texas restaurant owner named Kevin Kelly,
Oh, I have to get on this. I guess. Definitely 100%.
and he had a live DJ, like Phil style, like DJ, like pumping music, like
Okay.
and there was a big twerking song going on, and the guests in there. It was a predominantly, I guess it was in a black neighborhood
It was a
or
black
whatever.
restaurant in a black
restaurant,
neighborhood.
yeah. So they were all getting rowdy. They're twerking. They're having good times. I don't think there was any fights or anything. It was just having a good time, getting rowdy. And he came out and literally reprimanded the whole restaurant. Yelled at everyone, "Stop doing this! This is not that kind of place." And there's
good for
I
him.
guess there's 2 arguments to the point. It's you had a DJ playing. It was like "Make That Ass Go Round" or something like
Yeah.
that. Right? It was a fucking twerking song. You have a DJ probably on a Friday night or whatever, playing this song, and then you're yelling at people
For getting up and dancing.
dancing.
Well, okay.
So which side do we take? We take the side where he's like, you know, this is the type of things that makes us. What was he saying?
Because the guy said this is why. This I'm paraphrasing. This is why black people can't have nice things because
Hold on. Details needed.
It's a black restaurant, black owned,
Black owner.
black neighborhood.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why they can't have nice things.
You're right. If it was the other way, it would be national news.
Yeah. And he's like, okay. Let's cut back. Let's do a bunch of layers. So layer one is I sympathize, empathize, whatever you want to call it, with the owner because this is what happens with many restaurant owners, period. And this is from a consulting background, from management backgrounds. He has a vision. His idea was probably people bopping in the seat, chilling, da-da-da-da-da. That's his vision. Like, he's like, I can see this whole restaurant's gonna be popping. I'm gonna get a DJ, and they're gonna be like, da-da-da-da. The energy's gonna be there, But when reality hits, guests want to dance. Music and dancing have a long history, so let's not pretend we don't know that.
Can I pause you for details purposes?
Right?
Is there a dance floor?
No.
Okay.
This is a COVID situation. Remember, we're in COVID right now. This is
Well, I mean, regardless, there's still places with dance floors, whether or
No.
not you're allowed on them or not.
If prior they had it.
prior to having.
Like, are we talking like a Napper Tandy's where there's like a stage and a dance floor where people used
like
to
right
be?
now there's a Napper
or
Tandy.
if we were at,
No, just no.
we're in Burgerology.
Yes.
Or we're in Kodiak's.
Yes.
There was no dance floor in Kodiak's.
Yes.
People just got up from the table and started
Yes.
twerking. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so now.
I need to know these things so I can,
go on,
you
go
know.
on.
So now, so the from a guest perspective, it's quarantine, COVID, blah blah. It's been a long beat down for quite some time. Yada yada.
They just want to get up
I'm
and dance.
out. The music is right. I'm just fucking
get this.
happy.
The song is telling me literally to twerk.
So now, no, but here's option three. Option three is, which we've seen in Kodiak's. Listen, as a DJ, play this, and that. Then there's fucking DJ. I don't give a fuck.
That could have happened.
They're turning up. They're turning up.
because
Yeah.
DJs are egomaniacs.
Of course.
Every
We
DJ
know.
wants to believe that I know what music wants to be heard.
Of course.
I know what feeling I'm generating in a room. I want to be left alone. So now, his conversation should have been to the DJ first. Tone that shit down.
Turn this shit off.
Because there's hot music that makes you bop, and there's music that makes you twerk. They're not the same. We all know that.
Right.
Now, the advanced conversation with this is why black people can't get nice things and things like that is something that it's tough. Because when you sent that, like, this is something we may be talking about, like, my mind went like 90 places. It's like,
That's why I sent it.
as a black person, being educated, wanting better for the community, things like that.
Who goes out to nice places?
Who goes out to nice places. This guy
Right.
tried to create that nice place in your neighborhood. And is there a possibility that if that same neighborhood, the same restaurant was in a white neighborhood, white owned, and the black people went there with the same COVID restrictions rules, would they do the twerking thing? It's
What music's playing.
Yeah, it's possible they'd be more respectful of that environment.
But that's culture.
But that's also not a fact because the other day,
I mean,
it's not a fact.
I wouldn't agree
The other day, I went to
fully to
Indigo in Patchogue. They had a DJ, and there was 4 people that were dancing, and she was out of control. And the bouncer kept staring at her, and he walked up to her 2 times. And the DJ could have done a better job of not doing it, but he's playing the hottest records. People are suppressed. They want to lash out, and they did it. Now, the speech to the people is, I think, the part that's very, like, it's gut-wrenching, but it's like...
They all listened. You noticed?
Yeah.
No one talked over them.
Yeah,
They all just sat and
because
listened.
you know what it is? There's
Very
a
weird.
No, it's because there's a reality that black people know. Like, he's right. And he's right. Like, when I heard him, I didn't think he was wrong at all, man. Like, I gave you a nice restaurant. Enjoy it. Bop your head. Please be respectful. I don't need that type of shit.
But
if this
here's
was
my
New
other
York
end of it.
with Cuomo and everything, I'd be twice as mean as that guy. I'd be like, yo, I'm not getting shut down.
That many people wouldn't have been in there anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Great point. But I'm not losing my liquor license. I'm not doing this.
Why, was it a lot of people?
Oh,
It
yeah,
was Texas, so it was full. It was a full restaurant.
for a restaurant.
It's Texas.
Well, I'm saying how many people were up dancing?
Probably the whole place. I only saw the video from where he was out yelling at everyone.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, at the end of the day.
What did he do? Did he like grab a microphone?
No, he just started yelling like this.
Yeah, and then he was
this
like,
is why we can't have nice things. And he was like literally the way if your kids were out of control, you were yelling at them, exact same manner.
I just, I mean, there's no other way for me to say it.
But here's my thing too.
Yeah.
But here's my thing too.
What drug? Because I can only tell you, those are my...
Here's the issue why they also, and this was the whole big thing of, this is why cops need to be from their own area, because there is a certain culture in areas that someone like me might go in and go, ooh, that looks sketchy, but it's really not. It's just that's the way they have fun here. That's the thing they're doing. They're not causing any fights, not doing drugs. They just maybe they look that way, but they're not doing anything wrong. This is just normal in this neighborhood. Let's be realistic here. If you were driving down the road and everyone in this neighborhood was hanging out on the front of their house, in front of their garages, just chilling, you'd be like,
I'd find it awkward, yes.
Yes, but if he was in Brooklyn and everyone was having their front porch, their front stoop hanging out, you'd be like, oh, that's Brooklyn. I know, because that's what I did when I went to Brooklyn with my family and my friends.
Listen.
We hung out on the front porch, literally from light to dark. We would just be on that stoop, playing some kind of game, talking shit, listening to music.
You're not
that's all
wrong.
we did.
The catch-22 here is the owner. Like, it's so tough. And that's why it was so gut-wrenching for me.
But maybe that wasn't the culture of the neighborhood.
He's trying so hard. He's trying so hard to deliver something that people don't know. And that's how I felt for him. Because, black people, I've always said this too. It's like, being a chameleon, and this thing made me think a lot, believe it or not, which I didn't think I was going to go this deep. But like being a chameleon, I'm in my 40s finally, and I spent a good portion of my life trying to look and act a certain way.
Right.
Because I thought it was the path to success.
Okay.
So now this guy built something and he thinks this is the way it has to be. Is twerking really the fucking crime that he's making it out to be? Probably not. Probably not.
Not anymore, at least.
Trying to force people to frequent your establishment or to use your product the way you designed it is a failure in business intelligence.
2 words. Tommy Hilfiger.
Yes. Classic example. Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy Hilfiger didn't want black people wearing his shit. What he should have said was, yo, how many people buying that shit? All right, let's make a Tommy Hilfiger inner city line. The end. Hennessy is a French cognac that is fucking drank and consumed by rich, high-end aristocrats in France. It's also on the corner of every hood in the United States.
And also, certain restaurants going, we're not selling it.
You have to make a decision. I'll give you a classic example. I'm Jean Pierre from Brooklyn. I'm the general manager of Queens. Someone asked me for Hennessy one day when I walked into the restaurant, and I'm like, we didn't have Hennessy. I ran the bar as their GM. I'm like, fuck, what do I do here? Am I going to be prejudiced against my own people? Do I want them in the restaurant? Technically, not really. Not at that alarming rate. Drinking Hennessy at the bar. We're trying to sell ultimates. Like, it's against what I'm trying to build here.
It's a different model going, yeah.
So what did I do? I bought the expensive Hennessy's. You can come here, you can drink it, but you will pay for it. Make your decision now. It's a chess move. Your turn. You see what I'm saying?
I never thought of that one.
It's good.
Yeah,
Well,
I had the expensive shit, and some guys came in, they drank it, but guess what? It was a higher end guest.
Yeah.
So I still won.
course.
Who just wanted some cognac.
Cognac.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it, but I'm not gonna have certain people with, and this is just a.
But that's also it became a cultural thing. It didn't become a race thing anymore because when I worked in Patchogue, it was mostly white kids who, going, yo, you got Henny, like just like that. And they were all white.
No, I think that's a hip hop culture.
And it's the hip hop. It became part
into like steroids.
Can we go back to old boy business owner?
Yes.
Because I'm confused.
Go ahead.
What's the problem?
The problem is that he scolded patrons.
Literally.
Literally.
All right.
So the question is, do you think
Not a good business decision, in my opinion, but who pays the bills there?
exactly? So
right,
he
the
has a
argument
fucking
is-
yellow this
Whoa,
is my
what do you want?
vision. If you're in my building,
There's Gene's side of it, right? Like he's just talking about the way you heard him, and then the other side is, well, that's the culture. You also had a DJ playing, make that ass go around or whatever it is.
I agree. It's a
Like-
conversation with your DJ. First off, don't play that shit in here. That's not the type of establishment I want. I know I hired you to do a job,
Yep.
but this is the clientele and this is the ambiance that I'm looking for.
Right.
You will play Frank Sinatra and only Frank Sinatra. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Music's a big deal in my place.
Sure.
It's all classic rock, like good classic rock.
Mm-hmm.
And we get complimented from that clientele who comes in about the music at least once a week. I always go, "Ooh, good music here. I like this place. The lights are super, it's dark as fuck in there." Like, that's the ambiance
that's,
it
that's
shows.
the
Now,
owner-
and again, like,
they have
someone like me-
pinpointed- sorry, they pinpointed their guest,
Right. He knew.
and the music is part of them.
and
Again,
nailed it.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly that. Like me, I'm most likely not going to go to that type of a restaurant with my wife because that's not what I'm looking to do when we go out to dinner. I don't want loud music. I don't want a DJ. I certainly don't want people jumping up and fucking twerking next to me while I'm trying to eat some pasta. On the flip side, probably also not going to your place either. Dark, classic rock. That's just not my style, right? But this is the beauty of it all.
There's options.
There's fucking options. So if these clients, if these guests in the restaurant don't like what this guy has to say or what you don't
have to
go there.
I
That's
think
it.
the whole thing was the mood and the way he yelled at them. I
The
think there was
issue-
just this.
I mean,
I can
divide.
understand. I mean, like I can't understand because I'm not a black person in America, right? But I just like think of it,
From
like
a restaurant owner standpoint,
right, like if there was a bunch of fucking white guys with dreads in my restaurant and they all started fucking falling into a drum circle and smoking peyote, I'd be like, guys, what the fuck are you doing? This is not this type of a restaurant. Get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll give you an example.
would you? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, I mean, if it's going to
Joking.
mess up, like I'm saying, I'll agree with what Gene was saying
ruin my
about
jokes.
about the owner's vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Because you're
I
right.
got it.
He's probably sat there countless times looking around like, yeah, it'll be nice. We have a DJ here, and people are into it now, and now they're talking about it.
A lot of people don't understand
Not
it.
thinking like shit's gonna pop off
Yep.
What are we looking at it as? People who are so experienced in the restaurant
in the
industry.
restaurant
And who
industry.
understand music.
Yeah.
And who understand music. Yes.
And this is also what happens with restaurants.
It's very funny you say that. Like I'm sorry, but you just hit the nail on the head there. I remember I was having a conversation about Amy, and Amy was freaking out. Well, not freaking out. She was like passionate about. It's just I used to love my job. I used to love bartending, and now I
love
fucking
Amy.
hate it.
Amy's gonna be my baby mom one day. Tell her I said that.
You said that, yeah. She could be my baby mama one day.
She's gonna be my baby mom one day.
But she's like, and now it's like these restrictions and the way that people act towards me makes me hate my job because I get it. Like, you're not implementing these rules. Like you as bartenders, you guys just have to follow it.
And in my place,
Bro.
they don't hate me. They just hate Cuomo more.
Of course.
Literally, they go,
Yeah.
fucking Cuomo. And then they leave peacefully. It's very weird when you deal with older people because
Yeah.
they watch the news, they watch Channel 12 and listen to his dumbass voice. And what happens?
Yeah.
They're like, fuck that guy. I'm sorry you have to deal with this.
I told you,
Here's an extra 20, and then they leave.
I tell
But
you
I'm
guys
dealing
my
with rich
line?
white people.
Go ahead.
Did I tell you guys my line when I
No.
dropped off this last order of plexiglass dividers? Right? It's a really nice, fucking really nice place in East Islip. And I felt so bad because the bar, nice big bar.
And now you're chunking it up.
No, not me. I'm saving this bar right
Yeah.
now. And this is the way I talk to the bartender. But I walk in there and there's like a party of three at the head of the bar. And then no chairs.
Yep.
2 people here.
Yep.
No chairs. 2 more people. No,
No
chairs.
chairs. Oh
2
my
more
gosh.
people at the end. And I'm like,
That's what we had.
yo, this is insane. So I go, I'm bringing in the dividers. The bartender looks at me and he goes, so what do we do with those? And I go, what do you
Put 'em
do
at
with
the
these?
bar.
I go, you get your fucking bar back, buddy. And I go, come here. And I took one of them and I slid it next to the old man who was at the end of the 3 cluster. And I go, put all your chairs back.
Yep.
The minute that someone walks in, slide a divider in between them, you could fill your bar up again. I go, you just stick these in between your guests. I go, and if SLA comes in here, you tell them to stick it up their ass. I'll see you guys later. And that's how I walked out,
They
right?
must have clapped him out. I would have clapped
The
him out.
old man at the end of the bar, he goes, you need to stick Cuomo with your bill. And I laughed, right? And like everyone starts laughing and whatever. But it's like, I think that's going to be my sales pitch there. Like, take back your bar, because too many
it's
times now
automatic.
I've walked in and that's what I'm seeing is empty bars.
We got rid of that.
You want to drive bar to bar? I'll do it right now. Today.
I will.
We'll drive bar to bar and sell them.
We got rid of that whole spiel because we got those dividers that stay on the bar top.
Yeah.
And they're just a little piece of glass.
No, I got.
Doesn't do anything. But it shuts SLA up because fuck them. At least the ones that are being sneaky.
Yeah.
and-
Mine are Board of Health approved. I got Suffolk County Board of Health approved dividers now, so
that's
that's
right.
another selling point there.
Well, make your money now while it's good.
Yeah.
While the getting's good.
I'll be honest. I even
think you
said
should have a
like
period forever
because I was talking to.
because you could always put them away.
I agree.
Yeah,
With
I think they're going to be here for a
sentiment.
few
yeah.
years.
Not to mention,
I think they're going to be
there's
necessary
restaurants
for a
out-
I
few
think people
years.
just like them.
Yeah.
In some sense. Some people hate them.
It's why.
I
Okay,
don't
listen.
like it. It makes me feel weird.
People at my bar,
Listen,
again.
to be honest with you, since you're in, the answer is very simple. You have to bring the booth experience to the bar, and you're already halfway there.
That's what I'm saying.
You're already halfway there. You've already figured out the flag. If you can figure out the booth thingy, the height, the thing, boom.
I already
boom,
got
boom.
them.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I said. Tables, everything is
Yeah,
is
that's-
approved. Is
that's it.
Board of Health
That's-
approved.
Approved.
Yeah.
Approved.
I got them.
That's
I got
the
them for
answer.
the tables, for high tops, and
That's
for
the
the
answer
bar.
because I think. Listen, I agree. You do want the bar back, and then guess what? If the two people know the other two people, you can move the divider. Now you have a divider. For
Exactly.
four, blah blah.
Well, that's why I said you keep them stashed off here, and as you have, because if a party of four comes in, they could sit down and shoom, you slide one right at the last guest, and then if a single person comes in, you could sit right there and slide one in next to him, and then you leave it open. You know,
I know. That's what mine get moved all the time.
yeah, nice.
You need to land.
Yeah.
You need a corporate contract. That's what you need. A big one.
You should figure out how to make. You should start making the tabletop ones, the ones that can just sit on the bar top, so you can just slide them.
I haven't had anyone that wanted those. Everyone wants.
full on.
Also, if you go on the website for Suffolk County,
Boom.
for their specs, they all have to be at minimum of 60 inches. So all of mine stand 5 feet tall, and then they vary in width.
Damn.
See, mine with the
And I made them super lightweight for hostesses.
Okay.
mine with the bar comes all the way up.
Okay, so it sits to the proper height. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
The ones in my other restaurant might not, but whatever.
Yeah, it's all right.
Life
You
goes
fly under the radar.
That's
All
not
right,
bad.
well
I
there
like
you
it.
go.
I like
We're
it.
doing fuck. You know what? I even said I was gonna start thinking of
A Rushmore.
Rushmores, and I fucked up. I did have one, but then I was like, oh fuck.
Didn't we argue about it earlier? I was like, we should do one about.
I got one.
Go ahead.
What's the Rushmore rankings of Christmas songs?
I was gonna do that, but I was gonna wait till
Till
close
Christmas.
to Christmas.
Yeah,
Well, then
please
edit
do.
this out.
Give me a break.
No, we're gonna do it. Whatever.
Ugh, boo.
What did you say you wanted to do?
No, I don't remember. It was male actors or something. I forgot, but I'm over that. But
Oh, I could do male actor.
Nah, fuck that. Let's do it. We'll do a
'Cause of
male,
Johnny
and then
Depp.
we got another. We can do a female one.
all right,
Let's do a male one. It's not John. I mean,
Rushmore rankings.
no, I know.
Male
Fuck
actors.
that. I'm putting Johnny Depp on that goddamn that mountain.
I don't.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Go watch it
Denzel's in because
because he
he's
should
black.
be.
Yeah, no, because he's good. No, I'm not saying-
No, it's not. Has nothing to do with that.
I think he's in there because of a combination of
the Book of Eli.
the Book of Eli, Training
Great
Day.
movie. Great movie.
Training Day is.
Book of Eli, Training
We're not
Day.
going to agree on any of these, so you guys could just go for
You're
it.
not going to agree with Denzel Washington?
I don't know.
Did you ever see Fallen? That's
Top
another
4.
great one.
That's a great one.
That's what I'm saying.
And listen, I love Denzel.
Man on Fire.
Man on Fire. That
Great movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Also, the Equalizer, and he did that when he was old with the fucking clock and the
Yep.
watch.
Yep.
And he times it. Tell me, come on, this is dumb.
I think he's badass. I think
What did he win his first Grammy for?
Nothing.
Grammy.
Training Day. You don't remember? You don't remember Jadakiss? Why Denzel?
What do you mean? He's not an R&B singer?
Oscar. You don't remember? He said why Denzel had to be crooked to be before he took it.
That's right.
See?
Yep. But it was Training Day. Yeah.
Hey, and also, but that and that was Denzel's. I think he mentioned recently. I saw it that that's one of his favorite movies. Making, like he loved
Training Day?
the making of that movie,
Yeah,
playing that
I think
character.
he was typecasted until that
yeah.
movie.
He was always like the good guy,
Yeah,
the
he was
good cop,
typecasted.
the guy
I
who's
don't know.
fucking.
Frank White was a good, that was a good fucking role for
American
him too.
Gangster was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but
Didn't you
this
guys?
is-
Wasn't
this-
that like the first one you guys said?
No,
Did
I
you not
didn't
say
mention
that?
it. We
Oh
didn't
my
say the
god,
movie
that's
at
like,
all.
bro, that's like
But-
arguably his best movie.
he said Training Day was his favorite character
Oh,
because
gotcha.
he played probably a typical role he would play, but in the villain seat.
Yeah.
He's always some kind of cop or specialist. and-
Lucky
Yeah.
first day motherfucker.
You know what I mean? Like
Love that
the
guy.
line he always said, I can't say. You can, but
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he goes, no. He's got the drop on all you guys.
that's not the line. I can say that.
I know
line.
what you mean, but it started with that, then they went to that. I liked. I mean, it's been a while. See, the problem is the actors haven't been doing what they used to do. But I've always had Leonardo DiCaprio on this list. Catch Me If You Can. I think is just fire. Like
Great movie.
I don't know how the fuck he.
This is what I'm
Django?
going to say. Like,
What?
In Django Unchained, he was.
never saw it.
Django Unchained was good, but
Basketball Diaries. End of discussion.
Well, DiCaprio should be on there for sure.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah. This is why I said I don't think that we were going to agree. I didn't
We
think
just
you guys
did.
would have it. Yeah, we just
DiCaprio?
agreed on him.
DiCaprio's a beast. And that's without me saying
We
all
got
the
three on there, bro.
That's me without the Titanic lovers.
This was the third.
Johnny Depp's going on that Mount Rushmore for
I don't know because the problem with Johnny Depp is
going on?
If you asked me 3 years ago,
Hey,
I would never mention Keanu Reeves. I would never mention certain people. But like this John Wick shit,
Hey.
is out of control. And this John Wick,
that's fine.
Let me tell you something.
John Wick shit.
Let me tell you
is-
something
like,
about
that
John
movie
Wick.
is not a good movie. The
That
writing
movie,
sucks.
you're right. It's
the
not a good
only
movie.
thing that's good
It's a
about John
fucking
Wick
phenomenal movie.
It's fucking Keanu Reeves, dude. He makes a movie like the whole movie.
I
is-
never understood the whole Keanu hate.
I'm thinking I'm
I
back.
love Keanu.
I love him.
He's the fucking best.
No, it's not that people hate him.
He's
It's
a
just
good
that
human.
Point Break.
outside of Matrix,
Utah.
yeah,
Make it two.
Johnny Utah, yeah. I mean,
But-
he had speed. He was always there. It's just like
Always.
Matrix?
Matrix is what did it. No,
Christ.
Matrix is what broke it. I was like, it's a wrap. He's in. He's in. for
John
life.
Wick is what did it for me. Is what
No,
where
John
I was
Wick
just
is-
like, all right, I'm done.
John Wick is
Like you give me Bill and Ted, and now you're fucking John Wick. Like, yeah, dude.
But let's
I'm
be
in.
realistic here.
John Wick is Born
not a
Identity
great
on
actor.
steroids.
Is he not?
Keanu Reeves, he's not the best actor.
I mean,
What do you want him to do? What would he have to do?
I didn't say that. I'm
give
just
me a
saying, it's
role
just-
he was bad in.
when he emotes, and it could just be the way he really is in life.
I just think it's the
he's
movie-
not. He kind of yells in lowercase letters.
It's fucking hilarious.
I saw a meme and it was just lady who was like, "I want respect," and she was trying to yell, but it's like this bitch is yelling in lowercase. I'm like, yeah, no, and then I'm equating. Keanu Reeves go, "I'm thinking I'm back," and I was like, yeah, you're back, but I'm not convinced, Keanu. I'm not convinced. Talking about actors,
Yeah, but
not movies. Actors.
I know, but like
Johnny Depp as fucking
his moment.
Captain
Johnny
Jack.
Depp, Johnny
Sparrow.
Depp is a
In
great
the-
actor. Yes, I mean if we're gonna go
No, time
male
out.
actors, like this is gonna be.
I'm
this
not gonna
is
hate on
tough.
Johnny Depp, but Johnny Depp gets so much credit for playing weird characters. His whole career. Listen, I love.
He's not acting.
Hold on, I love Blow. I think he's phenomenal with Blow. As a matter of fact, movies I think he's the best in is where I define him as acting. Like Edward Scissorhands, the Alice in Wonderland thing, there's Pirates of the Caribbean. Those are good movies.
Gene fuck up words. Go on.
But I don't think they're like, oh my God, let's stop what we're doing.
No,
But
he's just
Donnie
a great
Brasco.
actor.
Donnie Brasco.
Great movie.
Yeah, those are the movies where I'm like, this, like, but.
Well, you
but-
just
but-
dropped legendary movies there. Edward Scissorhands, Donnie Brasco. Those are legendary movies.
Yeah, but I don't think I think Edward Scissorhands is.
A legendary movie.
To me, it's the Michael Keaton Beetlejuice thing.
Well, Michael Keaton,
I
Beetlejuice.
wouldn't define Michael Keaton by Beetlejuice.
Same.
Oh yeah, I
Same-
agree with you. I'm not going to define him by.
And that's what I
Edward
think. And I
Scissorhands.
think that's what people do.
I see what you're
with the
saying.
Jack
You would
Sparrow.
define him
Yeah.
in blow.
Yes.
You would define. JP would define him as Jack Sparrow.
I don't
Damn
think
right.
that's fair. I don't think that's.
I think it is because
I
it's,
feel like another person could play Jack Sparrow.
No.
And I think we would be shocked that they could do it.
Of course, Kurt Russell could have played Jack Sparrow. Would he have played it as good as Johnny Depp?
No.
No.
And he wouldn't have looked as good.
I'm trying to
Fuck you, JP. You just roped me into the Johnny Depp train.
Because he started naming
Because
all
he's
the
a
great
phenomenal.
movies.
No, because he's a phenomenal actor. And
But
you're
I
right.
didn't
We're
do-
talking about acting, not
Right.
what are our favorite movies.
John Wick
which
is
is why,
amazing.
like,
Providing
which is why, like,
the movie-
Will Ferrell isn't on this list. Even though, if you would have asked me, I guarantee you, I'm going to rank Will Ferrell movies above all of these guys' movies.
We grew up with them. Other guys, I mean, come
Yeah.
on. These are.
But is he the best actor?
And speaking of other guys, where do we put Wahlberg on there? Or no.
No way.
Italian Job? Come on, guys.
No. That's
That's the movie you're
best you can
choosing.
do?
Come on,
No,
Four
but-
Brothers.
I hate to tell you
Hey.
this. I hate to tell you this.
Italian Job.
I hate to tell you this. You know how you guys were in a M3 with a Bronco?
Yeah.
The shooter.
He's not in the M3. Neither is Nicolas Cage. Neither. There's a couple of these guys that
I agree. Nicolas Cage isn't a
are-
great
that
actor, but he's
are
decent.
B
I think
guys.
Nicolas Cage is a phenomenal actor.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
I put him in the Keanu Reeves, but he's just like better than Keanu Reeves. Like where it's like
Stop! That's blasphemy.
I don't know.
Keanu
man.
Reeves as
Nicolas
an
Cage
actor.
he's played versatile roles.
You're
Even
mad-
when he says "whoa,"
you're
I don't
mad-
believe him.
You're mad at Keanu Reeves, bro. Is that what you want? You want to kill a moment? Like
You
in
know how-
Matrix, he's like, I know Kung Fu. Like, I believed him. I was like, yo, that was dope. Come on. Remember, they upload him, and he's like, I know Kung Fu. And the guy goes, show me.
The way he
And-
said,
and
"I
you
know
when
Kung
he
Fu."
does and then he gets ready to do the drunken style. Come on, bro. That's acting.
He didn't go into drunken style, but whatever. Go on,
I mean, you get what I'm saying.
How
He did
dare
it.
you.
I mean, now you're making me forcing me to find.
bro.
Brad Pitt.
You're talking about great movies.
Yes, Brad Pitt has to go in there, but the problem is his resume is long but old,
And you notice he's always eating in movies. I bet you didn't notice that.
and he did drop a bomb of a movie
Always.
that fucking Hollywood. I almost broke my television. It was
What?
Fucking
What?
Once a time in Hollywood, bro, I almost broke the TV, and that's two actors that are on this list. Leonardo DiCaprio. I was gonna break the TV. Like that was it. That was like, what am I watching? And the worst part, you know, when you get to that point where you can't give up because you're hoping something is gonna
What's the
materialize.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I never saw
Don't
it.
do it. Honestly, you want to go to sleep real quick? Yes, watch it.
He'll fall asleep to that. I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed the whole back behind the scenes thing. It was not an action movie.
No, no.
That's what you're not getting. It wasn't an action movie.
I know.
My favorite Brad Pitt movie is not an action movie. Legends of the Fall. It's a great movie.
Bro, are you kidding me?
I'm a fan for Oceans 11 and 13.
too.
Have you
12
guys
was
lost
okay.
your mind?
What?
Troy, guys.
Yeah, what about
Great
it?
movie.
Great
Bro,
movie.
When he just fucking, just the sidestep, like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
"Ah!" Look, I haven't seen that much excitement like in a 3-minute scene. That was worse than 300 to me. That scene was more intense than the whole 300 movie. And the 300 movie, I was glued.
Yeah.
But that just the way he moved. And the best part,
Sly Stallone.
the best part is when he
I have
yells,
to at least say it.
Hector.
Yeah.
Hector! Like, dude, you know,
I get it.
You know, like you want emotion? That's raw emotion. Like he was fucking pissed. Motherfucker, come outside.
Well, Brad Pitt's a great actor.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give him.
Sylvester Stallone goes on there?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
Come on.
Stop it. You're being all American. I
Talking about the real American hero.
I get what you're doing, but
What
Rocky's.
about Bruce Willis?
What about him?
No, I watched a movie recently. He's bad. He needs to quit right now. But other than that, I get it.
Can we go? Can we
I
go?
get it. It's
Can we go
Christmas
Pacino
time.
here, please?
Can I help you out?
Oh, yeah, Pacino.
Don't forget, there's a generation before.
You know why you're struggling?
De Niro, even though I
Die
fucking
Hard
hate
is
him.
not a Christmas movie, bro. I know it's Christmas time.
Yes, it is. It's always a Christmas movie.
Are you letting
What are talking
political views of someone
Oh,
determine
yeah.
whether you hate it?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
about? On Robert De Niro?
Stinks.
Oh, yeah.
Something happened with De Niro. Everyone hates
Nah,
him.
De Niro
Scott.
said he was going to
He's
punch
just
Trump
an
in the
old
face like a
cunt.
million times. But who cares? We know what's
I
going
don't.
to happen.
It's not going to stop me from watching Godfather 2.
He knew where the guy
Never
lived.
saw it.
He knew-
Casino.
He knew where the guy
Great
lived.
movie.
Secret Service would let him pull up. Go ahead.
That's true.
You really, you're that
If I'm
self-
going to pick from that crew,
I'm taking Joe Pesci. You too?
no, because Joe. Listen,
He's the lowest rated actor in those. Out of
You know, my cousin Vinny is but you know what it was is that he was very typecasted. He nailed gangster so well because he kind of was part of that world in real life. So,
but I feel like Pacino.
He wasn't really acting too much.
Yeah, but they were all typecasted gangsters.
Not Pacino.
But Pacino gave you the
Scent of a
best
Woman.
speech in a football movie of all time. That inch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That inch. Bro, you can't be that.
All right,
You
so
know what?
put Pacino on that
Pacino's
motherfucker
going
right
in
there.
there. Yeah, that's it.
Pacino's on the
Best speech in the
motherfucker.
movie.
You know how Nick got him? You know how-
Pacino's over Johnny Depp, right?
I mean, of course.
I would.
It's
Listen,
Pacino. It's like
if I
I
buy
grew
you
up.
a bottle of Dior, can we keep this guy off the list? Like, is that what it's gonna take?
How dare you?
It's tough. It's
How
tough keeping him
how
off the list.
Dare you?
Okay, I will burn.
I guess
my
Denzel
Aquaman
has to be
DVD.
on there, right? Affirmative action. We gotta
No,
put
okay,
him on there.
no affirmative action. You don't think Denzel is better?
I thought it was a movie he was in. Fuck. Never mind.
So who do we have? Because I will make sure Denzel knocks someone out.
No,
So-
Denzel's on
the
there.
list.
He was
I'm
on- he was
just
never-
fucking around.
Oh,
He's always on there.
DiCaprio.
DiCaprio and Brad Pitt.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Denzel,
Brad Pitt.
So we have one more spot.
Brad Pitt, and
Pacino.
Pacino.
You would give up Johnny Depp for Pacino?
Have you seen the first two Godfathers?
No.
Yeah, but those are mafia movies. I'm not.
Doesn't matter.
Actually,
But I've seen so many
Have
other
you
movies.
seen Scent of a Woman?
Actually,
Yes.
I'm going to tell you something.
Friday Night. Well, not Friday Night Lights. What was
Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday. Not
Yeah.
That speech, and I'll tell you this: Al Pacino is such a good actor.
Bill Paxton.
If you ever watch,
Ocean's 13. I still got my Oceans.
if
Go
you
on.
still watch, if you ever watch Scarface,
Yes.
what makes that movie so good is here's an Italian guy that you watch for 3 hours and
Playing
you
a Cuban.
believe he's Cuban by the
Yeah.
end. Like I'm like this fucking guy. Like, and I know.
Yeah,
he's
but
not-
that's unfair. Italians can pass for Spanish all the
No,
time.
Not all the
Not
time,
Cuban,
bro.
man.
Not Cuban.
Cuban's
bro.
a different animal
He
of-
was
of
more
Spanish.
Cuban
Yeah, I
than the
guess
guy
you're
who
right.
was Spanish. That was
that's true.
The right hand man.
That's true,
He
you're
was
right.
more Spanish than that guy, and I'm like, what is happening here?
Ooh, that's kind of a. I wonder if they're going to cancel Scarface for cultural appropriation.
Nah,
You can't.
Interesting.
They won't do it.
Italians and Cubans are just as dirty in the mafia games. It's fair. It's a
They
swap.
won't do it.
It's a swap.
No?
It's fair.
You know why?
Why?
Because Cubans are very Republican in the fact of they were scared to death
That's true.
But-
by
hold
the
on.
word.
Are they Republican or are they just for Trump?
The opportunity.
No, they're just against the word socialism.
It's like his comedian friend. Once they land on
Plymouth Rock.
no, what's the boy Andrew? What's his name?
Plymouth Rock landed on them, so it don't
What's the
matter.
skinny guy with
Andrew
Schultz?
Schultz.
Yeah, that's what he
How dare
said.
you.
He says, once Cubans land on American soil, they become Republicans overnight.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, once they make it, everyone's on their own.
Yeah. That's funny.
No more.
Close the border. No more. Close the border.
All right, so that's it. That's our four.
That's all four.
Denzel.
I forget about it.
Good four.
So it's Denzel,
Leonardo. Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, and Pacino.
Oh,
That's a tough lineup.
It's a good one.
It is, but we'd get hate for it. If people,
Why? Who would hate that lineup?
because there's always going to be someone who wants someone else.
Ah, you kind of like a
Who's even
Someone's going to probably want Marlon Brando on
Someone's
there.
gonna say, I can't believe John Wayne's not on there.
Fuck that. He was a terrible actor.
Yeah, keep going. See, that's what I'm saying. You did good.
I can't believe Reagan wasn't on there.
The actor?
He got shot in real life. That was in a movie. No. What
More gangster than most of the gangsters out there.
That's true.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. We are Offended and Unfriended, episode 17. Got Gene, Jesse. I'm JP.
Cheer.
Back.